What if I told you that the blessings you've been waiting for are already in your life, hidden in plain sight? By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize the incredible ways God has been working behind the scenes for you, but also discover how praising Him unlocks even greater blessings. If you've been feeling stuck, wondering why things aren't changing, this message will show you why gratitude is the key you've been missing, and the rewards God has waiting if you embrace it. Stay with me, and let's uncover the blessings you might be overlooking right now. O glorious King and Sovereign of all creation, we bow before your majesty with hearts overflowing with gratitude, acknowledging that you alone are the source of every good and perfect gift. You, the shepherd who leads us beside still waters, the light that guides us through darkness, the rock on which we stand, deserve our highest praise and deepest adoration. We come to you, humbled by the weight of your blessings, the evidence of your goodness woven into every moment of our lives. O magnificent ruler of the heavens and the earth, your blessings surround us like the air we breathe, often unnoticed but vital to our very existence. You have adorned the world with beauty, painting the skies with the brilliance of the dawn and the serenity of the dusk, whispering your love through the rustling leaves and the song of the birds. You have provided for us not only in the abundance of material blessings, but in the riches of peace, joy, and purpose that come from walking in your ways. Majestic Redeemer and faithful Provider, we thank you for the blessings we see and those we cannot, for the prayers answered in ways beyond our understanding, for the doors you have opened and the ones you have closed to protect us. Your wisdom is unsearchable, and your plans for us are far greater than we could imagine. Even in times of trial, your blessings shine through a strength to endure, wisdom to navigate, and hope that anchors our souls. Everlasting King, how marvelous are the works of your hands! You have blessed us with life, with relationships that reflect your love, and with opportunities to grow in faith and character. Your mercy is new every morning, a fresh reminder that we are held by the one who never changes. You are the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one, the potter who shapes us with care and precision, the banner under which we find victory. O great defender and guardian of our souls, we praise you for the blessings hidden in challenges, for the lessons learned in the valleys, and for the triumphs that remind us of your unwavering power. In the quiet moments when doubt creeps in, your blessings whisper reassurance. In the chaos of life, they shout of your faithfulness. How could we ever thank you enough for the gift of salvation, for the grace that sustains us, for the hope of eternity spent in your presence? O King of glory, as we reflect on your blessings, our hearts are ignited with a desire to draw closer to you, to live lives that echo your goodness and glorify your name. May our gratitude not be confined to words but be displayed in acts of worship, kindness, and obedience. Teach us to see your blessings in every situation, to recognize your hand in every circumstance, and to trust in your perfect plan, knowing that you work all things for our good and your glory. O Shepherd of our hearts, as we lift our voices in praise, may our worship rise like incense before you, pleasing and acceptable in your sight. Let our lives become a melody of thanksgiving, a reflection of your love, and a testimony of your grace. May we never grow weary of praising you, for you are worthy of all honor, glory, and adoration, now and forevermore. Eternal King, as we conclude this prayer, we remain in awe of the blessings you have bestowed upon us. You are the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who holds the universe in the palm of your hand and yet cares deeply for each of us. All praise be to you, O Sovereign of all, our refuge, our strength, our everything. Amen. O glorious King, Sovereign of all creation, we lift our hearts to you in humble adoration, acknowledging that you are the source of every blessing, the giver of life, and the keeper of every promise. You, who spoke the universe into existence and formed us in the secret place, are the same shepherd who walks beside us, guiding, providing, and sustaining us with unfailing love and boundless grace. How great is your faithfulness, O Keeper of our souls, that you would choose to bless us so abundantly, even when we fall short of your glory. We marvel at the depth of your kindness, at the riches of your mercy, and at the unending stream of blessings that flow from your hand. Each day you crown us with favor. Each breath we take is evidence of your sustaining power. Each moment of peace, each spark of joy, each triumph over trials, all these are blessings that testify to your goodness. O Shepherd of our hearts, you lead us gently yet with purpose, guiding us through paths of righteousness for your name's sake. Even when we walk through valleys of shadow and uncertainty, your blessings never fail. You are the strength in our weakness, the light in our darkness, the voice that calms the storm within. You prepare a table before us, even in the presence of our enemies. You anoint our heads with oil and our cups overflow. Who are we, that you would care so deeply for us, that you would pour out blessings beyond what we can ask or imagine? Yet you, O King of glory, delight in giving good gifts to your children. You do not withhold your hand but instead pour out grace upon grace, inviting us to taste and see that you are good. O mighty Redeemer, every blessing you bestow is a reflection of your character, a revelation of who you are. In your holiness, you bless us with truth to guide our steps. In your compassion, you bless us with comfort that soothes our sorrows. In your sovereignty, you bless us with peace that surpasses all understanding. Your blessings are not confined to what we can see or touch. They extend into the depths of our spirits, filling us with a joy that endures, a hope that anchors us, and a love that cannot be shaken. Even in seasons of waiting, you bless us with patience. Even in seasons of pain, you bless us with resilience. Even in moments of doubt, you bless us with reminders of your faithfulness. How magnificent are your ways, O King! How inexhaustible is the treasure of blessings that you have stored up for those who trust in you. O eternal King, your blessings are written into the fabric of creation, from the intricate beauty of a blooming flower to the vast expanse of the starlit sky. They are woven into the rhythm of our lives, from the laughter of loved ones to the quiet assurance of your presence in our solitude. You have blessed us with minds to seek you, with hearts to love you, and with souls that long to dwell in your presence forever. Each sunrise declares your glory, each heartbeat testifies to your sustaining power, and each answered prayer reminds us that you are near. Even when we fail to recognize your blessings, they remain constant, like rivers that never run dry, like mountains that cannot be moved. Your blessings, O ruler of the heavens, are as endless as the days of eternity and as boundless as the reaches of your love. O giver of every good gift, we are overwhelmed by the blessings that flow from your hand, blessings that are both simple and profound. You bless us with the food that nourishes our bodies, with the wisdom that guides our choices, with the relationships that enrich our lives, and with the strength that carries us through trials. You bless us with moments of stillness where we can hear your voice, with opportunities to serve others and reflect your love, and with the promise of a future that is secure in you. Even in the struggles we face, your blessings are present. In every tear we shed, there is a blessing of comfort. In every burden we bear, there is a blessing of growth. In every challenge we encounter, there is a blessing of victory. Your blessings are never wasted, O faithful Shepherd. They are always purposeful, always perfect, always flowing from the depths of your unfailing love. O King of Kings, your blessings are more than we could ever deserve, yet you give them freely, not because of who we are but because of who you are. You are the one who delights in mercy, who rejoices over us with singing, who lavishes us with blessings to draw us closer to your heart. May we never take for granted the goodness you have shown us, the blessings you have given us, and the grace you have poured out upon us. May our lives be a continual offering of praise, a testimony of thanksgiving, and a reflection of the blessings you have so generously bestowed. As we look to you, the source of every blessing, may our hearts be filled with awe, our spirits be renewed, and our souls be forever anchored in the truth of your unchanging goodness. O sovereign King of all that is seen and unseen, we lift our voices in awe of your greatness, for you are beyond what our minds can fathom and our words can fully express. You are the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who was, who is, and who is to come. Your greatness is displayed in the majesty of the heavens, where the stars proclaim your glory and the moon reflects the beauty of your design. From the depths of the oceans to the peaks of the highest mountains, all creation testifies to your infinite power and unmatched splendor. Who can compare to you, O eternal Shepherd, whose wisdom knows no bounds and whose ways are higher than ours? You spoke, and the universe came into existence. You commanded, and light pierced the darkness. We stand in awe of your might, humbled by the reality that the one who formed the galaxies also formed us with care and intention. O ruler of the nations, your greatness is not only found in the vastness of creation, but in the intimacy of your care for each of us. You know the number of stars, and you call them each by name. Yet, you also know every thought in our hearts, every tear we cry, and every hope we hold. Your greatness is revealed in the way you sustain all things, in the way you hold the universe together by the power of your word. The winds obey your voice, the seas rise and fall at your command, and the seasons change according to your perfect timing. You are the rock that never wavers, the anchor that holds us steady, the banner under which we find victory. We praise you for the greatness of your power that no force can overcome, for the greatness of your wisdom that no mind can fully grasp, and for the greatness of your love that no heart can truly measure. O majestic King, you reign over all with righteousness and justice, and your greatness is displayed in the perfection of your ways. You are holy, set apart, flawless in every decision and perfect in every action. Your greatness is evident in your mercy, which flows like a river, cleansing and renewing us. Your greatness is evident in your faithfulness, which stretches to the heavens and never fails. You are the shepherd who leaves the 99 to seek the one, the potter who molds us with precision, the Redeemer who buys us back at a price beyond measure. Even the works of your hands, as magnificent as they are, pale in comparison to the greatness of your character. You are unchanging in a world that shifts like shadows. You are steadfast when all else falters. Who is like you, O King of glory? Who can match the greatness of your name? O Creator of all things, we are humbled by the greatness of your plans, which span generations and eternity. You orchestrate every detail of history, weaving together a tapestry of redemption and purpose. You take what is broken and make it whole. You take what is meant for evil and turn it for good. Your greatness is not confined by time or space, for you are the one who was before all things and who will remain long after the heavens and earth pass away. You are the light that shines in the darkness, the voice that calms the storm, the hope that anchors our souls. Your greatness is revealed in your authority over all things. Kingdoms rise and fall at your command, and no purpose of yours can be thwarted. Yet, in all your majesty and power, you stoop down to lift us up, drawing us into relationship with you. How great is your name, O eternal Shepherd, and how worthy of all praise. O King of kings and Lord of hosts, we praise you for the greatness of your works, for the wonders you have performed throughout the ages. You parted the seas to make a way for your people. You caused the walls of mighty cities to fall at the sound of your name. You have delivered the oppressed, set captives free, and given strength to the weak. Your greatness is displayed in the miracles you perform, the battles you fight on our behalf, and the promises you keep without fail. Yet, even greater than your works is the greatness of who you are. You are the God who sees us, the shepherd who guides us, the King who reigns with compassion and justice. Your greatness is a refuge for the weary, a fortress for the broken, and a stronghold for those who seek you. O eternal majesty, as we reflect on your greatness, our hearts are filled with reverence and wonder. May our lives be a continual offering of praise, a reflection of your glory, and a testimony to your greatness. Teach us to stand in awe of who you are, to trust in the greatness of your plans, and to walk in the light of your truth. May we never grow weary of declaring your greatness, for you are worthy of all honor, all glory, and all adoration. All creation sings of your greatness, O King, and we join in that eternal song, lifting our voices to proclaim that you are great and greatly to be praised. O sovereign King of eternity, whose greatness fills the heavens and the earth, we lift our hearts in wonder and our voices in unending praise, for you are beyond compare, and your glory stretches beyond the farthest reaches of the universe. You are the one who set the stars in their courses, who laid the foundations of the earth, and who upholds all things by the power of your word. There is no limit to your understanding, no boundary to your power, no end to your majesty, for you reign above all as the eternal shepherd who calls us by name and leads us with a love that is as vast as the oceans and as constant as the rising sun. O majestic Creator, how great are your works, and how unfathomable are your ways. Every mountain testifies to your strength, every sunrise declares your beauty, every heartbeat is a reminder that we are sustained by the one who is mighty to save and faithful to deliver. O King above all kings, we are awed by the perfection of your character, for you are righteous in all your judgments and holy in all your ways. Your greatness is displayed in the harmony of creation, the balance of the seasons, and the intricate design of life itself. You are the architect of all that exists, the potter who shapes with care and precision, the shepherd who walks beside us through every valley and leads us to the heights of your glory. Your greatness is not only revealed in the grandeur of the cosmos, but in the intimacy of your care for us. You know the number of hairs on our heads, the thoughts of our hearts, and the desires of our souls. You are the great I Am, who sees us in our need, who hears us in our distress, and who answers us with compassion and mercy. O glorious Redeemer, your greatness is magnified in the story of redemption which spans the ages and reveals the depths of your love. You are the God who parts the seas, who breaks the chains of the captive, who brings light to the darkest places, and who calls the unworthy to sit at your table. Your greatness is not diminished by our failings, but is instead magnified in your grace that covers our sins and your mercy that renews us day by day. You are the King who left the throne of heaven to walk among us, the shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep, the rock upon which we stand firm in the midst of every storm. Who is like you, O King of glory, who speaks and it is done, who commands and it stands firm, who declares the end from the beginning and fulfills every promise without fail. O eternal majesty, the greatness of your power is seen in the heavens, which declare your glory, and the skies, which proclaim the work of your hands. The sun rises by your decree, the rain falls at your command, the earth yields its harvest in obedience to your word. Yet greater still is the greatness of your love, which reaches to the heavens, and your faithfulness which extends to the skies. Your greatness is a refuge for the weary, a shelter for the broken, and a fortress for all who trust in you. You are the shield that protects, the banner that goes before us, the light that dispels the darkness, and the strength that carries us through every trial. We marvel at the greatness of your provision, which meets our every need, at the greatness of your wisdom, which guides our every step, and at the greatness of your presence, which fills us with peace that surpasses all understanding. O shepherd of our souls, the greatness of your name is a strong tower to which we run and are safe. Your name is exalted above all others, and your renown fills the earth. Your greatness is the song of the redeemed, the cry of every heart that has been set free, the anthem of those who have witnessed your mighty acts, and the testimony of those who have experienced your saving grace. How can we fully comprehend the greatness of the one who measures the waters in the hollow of his hand, who weighs the mountains on a scale, and who calls each star by name, yet bends down to hear our prayers? You are the King who rules with justice and compassion, the Creator who delights in the beauty of his creation, the shepherd who seeks the lost and rejoices over every soul that is found. O eternal ruler, we stand in awe of your greatness, which is beyond what our eyes can see or our minds can grasp. Your greatness is displayed in the works of your hands, but it is also revealed in the stillness of your presence, in the whisper of your voice, and in the depth of your peace. You are the God who does exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, who turns mourning into dancing and ashes into beauty. You are the King who holds the nations in his hand, yet knows us intimately and calls us his own. Your greatness is not confined to what has been, for it stretches into eternity and is reflected in the promise of a future that is secure in you, O Shepherd. King, let our hearts never grow weary of declaring your greatness, let our voices never falter in proclaiming your praise, and let our lives forever reflect the glory of your name, for you alone are worthy of all honor, all glory, and all adoration now and forevermore. O sovereign King, who rules with mercy and power, we come before you in awe and gratitude for the countless ways you have been our ever-present help. You are the shepherd who guides us through the valleys of uncertainty, the rock upon which we stand when the ground beneath us trembles, and the shield that protects us from harm. You are the helper who never sleeps, who hears our cries and answers with strength and deliverance. Your help is unfailing, O majestic Redeemer. It is like a river that never runs dry, like the dawn that faithfully breaks the night, like the strong arm that lifts us when we are weary and unable to rise. Who is like you, O eternal King, who comes to the aid of the weak, who stands beside the broken-hearted, who rescues the lost and gives them a place in your kingdom. O mighty helper, your help is not just in the grand moments but in the small details of our lives that we so often overlook. You provide wisdom in our confusion, peace in our chaos, and strength in our weakness. You are the giver of every good thing, the one who goes before us to make a way where there is no way, the one who stands beside us when we are surrounded, and the one who fights for us when we have no strength left to fight. Your help is like a fortress, a refuge in times of trouble, a safe haven where we find rest and renewal even when the storms of life rage around us. Your word declares that you are near to all who call upon you, and we have seen your help time and again in ways that defy our understanding and exceed our expectations. O shepherd of our souls, we praise you for the way you guide us with tender care, for you know every path we must walk, and you never leave us to walk it alone. Your help is seen in the way you provide clarity when we are surrounded by uncertainty, the way you give us courage when fear threatens to consume us, and the way you comfort us when sorrow fills our hearts. You are the keeper of our steps, the one who orders our ways and directs our paths, so that even when we stumble we are not utterly cast down. Your help is the light that breaks through the darkness, the anchor that holds us steady in the storm, and the voice that speaks peace to our troubled spirits. How great is your faithfulness, O eternal Shepherd, that you would care so deeply for us and meet us in our moments of greatest need. O King of glory, your help is not limited by our circumstances, for you are the God who makes the impossible possible, the one who turns deserts into streams and dry ground into springs of water. You are the one who brings victory out of defeat, beauty out of ashes, and purpose out of pain. Your help comes not only to rescue us but to transform us, to strengthen our faith, to refine our character, and to draw us closer to you. How often have we called upon you in desperation, and you have answered with more than we could ask or imagine? How often have we felt overwhelmed only to find that your grace is sufficient and your power is made perfect in our weakness? Truly, O sovereign King, your help is a testament to your greatness, to your mercy, and to your love that knows no bounds. O eternal refuge, you are the God who sees us, who knows every struggle we face, and who meets us with compassion and care. You are the helper who carries our burdens when they become too heavy for us to bear, the healer who mends our brokenness, and the deliverer who sets us free from every chain. Your help is not a fleeting gesture but a constant presence, a steady assurance that we are never alone even in the darkest of nights. Your help is like the morning dew refreshing our spirits, like the gentle rain reviving our hearts, and like the mighty wind moving us forward even when we feel stuck. Your help is the evidence of your love, the proof of your promises, and the sign that you are with us always, even to the end of the age. O Shepherd King, your help has been our salvation time and again when the enemy sought to destroy us. You raised a standard against him. When the waters threatened to overwhelm us, you parted the seas. When the fire sought to consume us, you walked with us through the flames. You are the God who fights for us, who surrounds us with songs of deliverance, who strengthens our hands for battle, and who crowns us with victory. Your help is a shield that protects us, a sword that equips us, and a refuge that restores us. Your help is not only for the battles we face but for the everyday Struggles that wear us down, you help us to love when it feels impossible, to forgive when it seems undeserved, and to trust when it seems unreasonable. Truly, O ruler of the heavens, your help is our hope and our salvation. O glorious Redeemer, we are overwhelmed by the way you help us, not because of who we are, but because of who you are. You are the helper who delights in mercy, who rejoices in our victories, and who draws near in our struggles. Your help is not only given in response to our need, but as a reflection of your character, for you are good and your mercy endures forever. Even when we are unworthy, you extend your hand of help. Even when we are faithless, you remain faithful, and even when we are weak, you are strong on our behalf. Your help is the air we breathe, the strength we walk in, and the hope we cling to when all else fails. O King of Kings, we praise you for the way your help is not confined to this moment, but stretches into eternity. For you are the God who has not only helped us in the past, but who promises to be our helper forevermore. Your help is the assurance that we are never alone, the promise that we are never forsaken, and the guarantee that nothing can separate us from your love. Your help is the anchor of our faith, the foundation of our hope, and the song of our hearts. May we never take for granted the greatness of your help, O Shepherd of our souls. May we always run to you in times of need, and may we always remember that your help is more than sufficient to meet every need and overcome every challenge we face. May our lives be a continual offering of praise, a testimony to the greatness of your help, and a reflection of the glory of your name. O eternal Shepherd, who tends to every need with unfailing care, your help is the foundation upon which we stand unshaken through every trial and every storm. Your faithfulness is a banner that flies over us, proclaiming your unending mercy and steadfast love. From the rising of the sun to its setting, your help surrounds us like the mountains that encircle the plains, like the oceans that kiss the shores, like the air that fills our lungs. You are the one who hears our cries before we even speak them, the one who knows our needs before they rise to the surface of our thoughts, and the one who answers with perfect timing and infinite wisdom. You are our helper in every sense of the word, never distant, never indifferent, never failing, even for a moment. O King of Kings, your help is our shield against fear, our defense against despair, and our strength in every weakness. For you are mighty to save, compassionate to restore, and faithful to uphold. Your help does not falter even when we falter. Your hand does not pull back even when we stray, and your mercy does not run dry even when we are ungrateful. You are the sovereign ruler who helps us not out of obligation, but out of your infinite love that spans the heavens and reaches into the depths of our hearts. O majestic Creator, who formed us with intention and guides us with purpose, your help is woven into the fabric of our lives in ways we often fail to notice, and yet it is always there, sustaining us in every breath, strengthening us in every trial, and guiding us in every decision. You are the source of all wisdom, the fountain of all hope, and the anchor that holds us steady amidst the shifting tides of this world. Your help is like the rain that nourishes the earth, like the sun that warms the coldest of days, like the stars that guide travelers through the darkest nights. O eternal majesty, your help is both vast and intimate, transcending the boundaries of time and space, while meeting us in the immediacy of our struggles. You are the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the one, the Redeemer who lifts us from the pit and sets our feet upon solid ground, the King who goes before us, making crooked paths straight and rough places smooth. Who are we that you are mindful of us, that you should pour out such abundant help upon us who are undeserving and often faithless? Yet in your greatness you choose to extend your hand to lift us from the depths of our despair, and to walk with us through every valley. O mighty helper, your help is our song in the night, our courage in the battle, our peace in the storm, and our joy in the morning. When we are lost, you are our guide. When we are weary, you are our rest. And when we are afraid, you are our refuge. You are the shepherd who carries us on his shoulders, the healer who binds our wounds, and the friend who sticks closer than a brother. Your help is our lifeline, pulling us back from the brink of destruction, our shield deflecting the arrows of the enemy, our fortress standing impenetrable against every assault. Your help is not limited by our failures nor diminished by our doubts, for your grace is sufficient and your power is made perfect in weakness. You are the King who bends down to lift the broken, the shepherd who gathers the scattered, the potter who reshapes the shattered, and the rock upon which We build our hope your help is a testimony to your goodness, a reflection of your mercy, and a declaration of your sovereignty over all things. O glorious Redeemer, your help is the thread that holds our lives together, the light that shines in our darkness, the strength that carries us when we cannot carry ourselves. Your help is evident in the provision that comes just in time, in the encouragement that meets us at our lowest point, and in the deliverance that comes when we are surrounded and see no way out. You are the helper who never grows weary, the king whose arm is never too short to save, the shepherd who never abandons his flock, even when they wander far from the fold. You are the one who turns mourning into dancing, who replaces ashes with beauty, and who transforms despair into hope. Your help is like a river that flows endlessly, nourishing all that it touches, refreshing all who draw near, and restoring all who are weary. O eternal shepherd, your help is the evidence of your faithfulness, the demonstration of your power, and the manifestation of your love that knows no limits and shows no favoritism. You are the King whose help is available to all who call upon you, the Redeemer whose mercy is new every morning, the Shepherd whose rod and staff comfort and guide us in every season. O sovereign ruler, your help is our inheritance, our strength, our portion forever. When the world fails us, you remain. When our strength is gone, you sustain. When all else is lost, you are enough. Your help is not conditional upon our worthiness, but is given freely as a gift of grace, as a reflection of your unchanging character, and as a testimony to your unfailing love. You are the help who restores the broken-hearted, who lifts up the downtrodden, who gives strength to the weary, and who increases the power of the weak. Your help is the answer to every prayer, the solution to every problem, and the fulfillment of every promise. You are the King who never fails, the Shepherd who never flees, and the Redeemer who never gives up on his people. O eternal Majesty, let our hearts never cease to praise you for your help. Let our voices never grow silent in declaring your goodness, and let our lives be a living testimony to the greatness of your love, your mercy, and your power that works on our behalf. O sovereign helper, whose greatness is unsearchable, we lift our hearts in unending gratitude for the boundless ways you sustain us when the night seems endless. Your help is the dawn breaking through the darkness when the burdens of life press heavily upon us. Your help is the strength that lifts us to continue when our way is unclear and confusion surrounds us. Your help is the light that illuminates our path. O King of glory, your help is not only timely but perfect, for you see the end from the beginning and know exactly what we need. You are the shepherd who guides us with wisdom, the rock upon which we find stability, and the tower to which we run for safety. Your help is a song in our hearts, a banner over our lives, and a declaration that we are not alone even in the fiercest trials. Your help is a reminder of your nearness, a testimony of your love, and a demonstration of your power that works all things together for our good. O eternal Shepherd, your help is relentless. It pursues us when we wander, it surrounds us when we are attacked, and it lifts us when we fall. You are the one who turns stumbling blocks into stepping stones, who takes what was meant for evil and uses it for good, and who transforms our weakness into strength through the power of your presence. Your help is the compass that points us to truth, the fire that refines our hearts, and the balm that soothes our wounds when we feel forgotten. You remind us that we are engraved on the palms of your hands. When we feel forsaken, you assure us that you will never leave nor abandon us, and when we feel defeated, you proclaim that in you we are more than conquerors. O mighty King, your help is more than we could ever ask for or imagine. It is the overflow of your goodness, the fruit of your faithfulness, and the evidence of your mercy that endures forever. O glorious Redeemer, your help is unchanging even in a world that is constantly shifting. Your promises are sure and your faithfulness reaches to the heavens. You are the helper who never grows weary, the keeper of our souls, who never slumbers, the shepherd who seeks us when we stray and rejoices when we are found. Your help is the anchor of our hope, the cornerstone of our faith, and the reason for our praise. You do not help us begrudgingly, but with joy, for you delight in showing mercy and take pleasure in meeting the needs of your people. When the storms of life rage around us, your help is our calm in the chaos. When the fire of trials threatens to consume us, your help is the fourth man in the flames. When the waters rise and we feel we might drown, your help is the hand that lifts us above the waves. Truly, O King of Kings, your help is our deliverance, our rescue, and our restoration. O eternal Majesty, your help is not only present, in times of trouble, but it is the very foundation of our lives. You help us to rise each morning with new mercies. You help us to walk in righteousness when the path is narrow and steep, and you help us to trust in your promises when doubt whispers lies to our hearts. You are the helper who equips us for every good work, who strengthens us to face every challenge, and who fills us with joy even in the midst of sorrow. Your help is the assurance that we are never alone, the promise that you are with us always, and the guarantee that nothing can separate us from your love. O Shepherd of our souls, your help is the reason we can stand firm, the reason we can press on, and the reason we can rejoice even in the midst of suffering. You are the King, whose help never fails, the Redeemer, whose mercy never ends, and the Helper, whose love is beyond comprehension. O mighty Helper, your help is not limited by time or circumstance, for you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. Your help is a constant presence in our lives, a steady assurance that we are held by hand that will never let us go. When we are weak, you are strong. When we are afraid, you are our courage. When we are weary, you are our rest. When we are burdened, you are our relief. And when we are lost, you are our guide. Your help is the light that breaks through the darkest night, the peace that calms our anxious hearts, and the joy that restores our weary souls. O King of Kings, your help is a testament to your greatness, a reflection of your mercy, and a declaration of your unchanging love that surrounds us on every side. May we never take your help for granted, but may we always lift our voices in praise to the Helper who never fails, the King who always provides, and the Shepherd who tenderly cares for his flock. O glorious Redeemer, your help is our lifeline. It is the power that sustains us, the grace that strengthens us, and the love that holds us. Your help is the reason we can face each day with hope, the reason we can endure trials with faith, and the reason we can rest securely in the midst of uncertainty. When the weight of the world feels too heavy to bear, your help lifts us. When the enemy surrounds us on every side, your help defends us. And when our own strength fails, your help carries us to victory. You are the Helper who never turns away, the King who always hears, and the Shepherd who always rescues. O eternal Majesty, your help is the anchor of our souls, the light of our lives, and the song of our hearts. May our lives be a continual offering of praise to you, the Helper who is worthy of all glory, all honor, and all worship now and forevermore. O sovereign Shepherd, who knows our deepest longings and sees our hidden struggles, your help is the answer to every silent prayer and the comfort we find when words fail us. You help us when our hearts are burdened with grief, and you carry us when we feel we can go no further. Your help is the hand that wipes away our tears and the voice that whispers peace to our souls. You are the Shepherd who leads us beside still waters, the guide who directs our steps, and the protector who shields us from harm. In every season, you are our constant companion, walking beside us, guiding us, and never leaving our side. Your help is present in the smallest details of our lives, reminding us that you care for us not just in grand gestures but in the quiet moments as well. When we feel unseen and forgotten, you show up as the faithful Helper, bringing light into our darkness and making our paths straight again. Your help is a manifestation of your love, a love that never fails, never falters, and never fades. It is a love that pursues us, that calls us to come closer, and that fills us with hope when we are surrounded by hopelessness. O Almighty King, your help is not only a momentary intervention but an ongoing presence that sustains us throughout our life. You are the one who walks with us through every season, who strengthens us when we are weak, and who gives us peace when our hearts are troubled. Your help is the water that nourishes our souls, the bread that sustains us when we are hungry, and the shelter that shields us when the storms rage around us. You are the refuge for the weary, the restorer for the broken, and the deliverer for the captives. When the world's burdens become too heavy to bear, we find rest in you, O Shepherd of our souls. Your help is a refuge that is always available to us, a stronghold that never moves, and a place of peace that surpasses all understanding. You help us to stand firm in the face of adversity, to persevere when everything seems to be against us, and to trust in your goodness even when we cannot see the way forward. O eternal Savior, you are the Helper who does not abandon us in our darkest moments but draws near to us with compassion and grace. You are the one who rejoices in our victories, who mourns with us in our losses, and who never leaves us to face our trials alone. Your help is a constant reminder that we are not meant to walk this journey alone. When we feel weak, you strengthen us. When we feel lost, you guide us. When we feel broken, you heal us. You are the helper who is near to the brokenhearted and who saves those who are crushed in spirit. Your help is a testimony to your unfailing love, a love that never abandons, never forsakes, and never lets go. O King of Glory, your help is the foundation upon which we build our hope, the source of our strength, and the reason we can face each day with courage and faith. O mighty Redeemer, your help is more than just a comfort. It is a transformative power that changes us from the inside out. You do not leave us as we are but refine us, shape us, and mold us into the people you created us to be. Your help is the fire that purifies us, the hammer that shapes us, and the potter's hand that molds us into vessels of honor. In our weakness, your strength is made perfect. In our failures, your grace abounds, and in our brokenness, your healing is complete. O Shepherd of the sheep, you do not just offer help as a response to our need. You offer help as a demonstration of your character. You are the helper who gives generously, who serves humbly, and who loves sacrificially. Your help is not given begrudgingly but with joy, with purpose, and with a desire to see us flourish in all that you have called us to be. O everlasting King, your help is a constant source of hope and encouragement. When we feel discouraged, you remind us of your promises. When we feel inadequate, you assure us that your grace is sufficient. And when we feel afraid, you fill us with courage. Your help is the answer to every prayer, the fulfillment of every need, and the assurance that we are never alone. When we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you are with us, comforting us, strengthening us, and leading us toward the light. When we face trials of many kinds, your help enables us to persevere, to endure, and to come out stronger on the other side. O Sovereign Helper, your assistance is not conditional on our perfection. Rather, it is an expression of your unchanging love that remains constant, no matter the circumstances. Almighty God, you are our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. When the waters of life threaten to overwhelm us, you are the one who parts the sea, who lifts us above the storm, and who keeps us secure in the palm of your hand. Your help is our anchor in the storm, our foundation when everything else is shaking, and our safe place when the world feels unstable. You are the helper who does not falter, who does not grow tired, and who does not give up on us, even when we are at our lowest. Your help is steadfast and sure, a rock that cannot be moved and a refuge that cannot be shaken. You are the helper who sees us through every trial, every hardship, and every moment of uncertainty. In you, we find security, peace, and confidence that no matter what happens, we will never be abandoned or forsaken. O King of Glory, we thank you for your help, which comes in every form imaginable. It comes in the form of provision when we lack, in the form of strength when we are weak, in the form of guidance when we are lost, and in the form of peace when we are anxious. You are the helper who equips us with everything we need for life and godliness, who fills us with your Spirit to do what is impossible in our own strength, and who walks with us every step of the way. Your help is our joy, our peace, and our victory. Without you, we can do nothing. With you, all things are possible. We are nothing without your help, but with you, we are more than conquerors. O ever-present Savior, your help is a gift that we do not deserve but receive in abundance. It is your grace that sustains us, your mercy that lifts us, and your love that binds us together. We do not deserve such a great helper, yet you offer yourself freely, with open arms, ready to meet us wherever we are. You do not wait for us to become worthy before offering your help. Instead, you reach out to us in our brokenness, in our fear, and in our weakness, and you offer yourself to us. What a wondrous God you are, who loves us with such an everlasting love, who cares for us with such a deep affection, and who helps us with such unfailing power. Your help is not just a momentary rescue but an ongoing relationship, a constant source of strength and guidance as we walk this journey of life. We are forever grateful for your presence, for your help, and for your love that never fails. O Sovereign King, we come before you today in awe of your infinite care, knowing that Jerusalem, the city you have chosen, is ever in your sight. We lift our hearts in praise for the way you have watched over this holy city, guarding it through the ages, sheltering it under the shadow of your wings. Jerusalem, a city of peace, is a reflection of your eternal promise, a place where your presence dwells, and where your heart resides. You, O Shepherd of Israel, have set this city apart, and your care for it is evident in every stone, every street, and every breath of wind that touches its soil. From the ancient gates to the modern walls, your watchful eye has never turned away. You have loved Jerusalem with a love that is steadfast, and your faithfulness endures from generation to generation, guiding it, restoring it, and making it a beacon of hope for all who seek you. O King of Glory, how wondrous is your care for this sacred place. You have lifted Jerusalem from the dust and set it on high, making it a light to the nations, a testimony to your goodness and greatness. We praise you for your unwavering protection, for the peace you have granted, and for the many ways you continue to nurture this city as a symbol of your covenant promise. O mighty protector, you are the one who holds Jerusalem in your hands, safeguarding it from every attack and shielding it from harm. Your eyes never leave the city, and your ears are ever attentive to its cries. Like a mighty fortress, you have surrounded Jerusalem, keeping it secure in the midst of turbulence and unrest. No enemy can prevail against your care, no weapon can prosper against the walls you have built. You are the defender who stands between Jerusalem and all that seeks to destroy it, the one who fights for it with strength and wisdom. When Jerusalem is threatened, your mighty arm stretches out in protection, bringing deliverance and peace in your time. When the city is weary, you restore it with the healing balm of your presence, renewing its strength and its purpose. O Sovereign Shepherd, you tend to this city with tender compassion, gathering it in your arms and caring for it as a mother cares for her child. Your love for Jerusalem is unconditional, unwavering, and unchanging, and in that love, you bring forth beauty and glory, peace and prosperity. O Eternal Redeemer, you have called Jerusalem your own, and your care for this city is an expression of your great love. Through the years, you have sustained its people, fed them, clothed them, and healed them. When the city wept, you comforted. When it faltered, you lifted it up. Your hand has guided Jerusalem through every season of trial and triumph, and your faithfulness to the city remains ever true. O mighty King, you have raised up prophets to speak your words over this city, and you have sent forth your servants to declare your promises. You have answered every cry for mercy, and your presence has never departed from Jerusalem. From the days of David, your covenant with Jerusalem has stood strong, and though the city has faced many challenges, your care has always been more than sufficient to meet its needs. You have chosen Jerusalem to be the seat of your glory, the place where your name is honored, and the place where your people gather in worship. O King of Kings, we praise you for the care you have shown for Jerusalem, for the way you have kept it in your embrace, and for the many ways you have revealed your greatness through this city. O glorious Shepherd, Jerusalem has been a place of refuge, a city where your people find safety and solace. Your care for Jerusalem is a reflection of your heart for all of your creation, and we see in this holy city a glimpse of your eternal kingdom. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of us, your children, with the same tenderness and love. Jerusalem stands as a living testimony of your care for the nations, a city that reflects your beauty, your justice, and your peace. We praise you for the way you have kept the city steadfast, even when the forces of evil sought to tear it apart. Your care for Jerusalem is not just physical, it is spiritual. You have poured out your wisdom upon its leaders, your guidance upon its people, and your presence within its walls. You have made this city a dwelling place for your Spirit, and through your care, Jerusalem remains a beacon of light in a world full of darkness. You are the shepherd who leads your people to still waters, and your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your desire to guide all of your people to peace and wholeness. O everlasting King, we marvel at your care for Jerusalem, which is a city of profound significance in your redemptive plan for the world. You have promised to restore it, to bring peace to its streets, and to establish justice and righteousness within its walls. Your care for Jerusalem is not only evident in its past but also in its future, for you have declared that this city will stand as a symbol of your reign on the earth. You will bring your people back to this holy city, and in the fullness of time, Jerusalem will become a city of glory, a place where your kingdom will be established forever. We praise you for your promises to Jerusalem, for the hope you have placed within it, and for the joy that will come when your will is fully realized in this city. O King of Glory, we look forward to the day when your presence will fill Jerusalem in a way that is beyond our comprehension, when all nations will come to this city to worship and to honor your name. O mighty Protector, we thank you for your ongoing care for Jerusalem. It is because of your love and care that this city stands as a testimony of your faithfulness. You have watched over it through the centuries, and your hand of protection continues to be upon it. We praise you for the peace that Jerusalem experiences, a peace that is not just the absence of conflict, but a deep, abiding peace that comes from you alone. Your care for Jerusalem brings hope to its inhabitants, peace to its streets, and a light that shines to the ends of the earth. You have promised that Jerusalem will be a city of righteousness, a place where justice reigns and where your glory is revealed. We thank you for the many ways you continue to show your care for this city, and we look forward with eager anticipation to the day when your kingdom will come in its fullness. O Eternal Shepherd, we know that your care for Jerusalem is not confined to the city itself, but extends to all who call it home, and to all who seek refuge there. You have established Jerusalem as a city of refuge, a place where your people can find solace and comfort. Your care reaches beyond the physical city and into the hearts of those who dwell within it. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of your people, inviting them to come and find rest in your presence. We praise you for the grace you extend to all who seek your help, and for the mercy you show to those who turn to you in times of need. Jerusalem stands as a testimony of your care for your people, and in that care, we are reminded of the boundless love you have for each of us. We praise you, O King, for your care that has endured from generation to generation, and for the promises you have made to Jerusalem and its people. Your love for this city is a reflection of your heart for all nations, and through your care for Jerusalem, we see your heart for the world. May we, too, learn to care as you care, to love as you love, and to serve as you serve. Let Jerusalem be a reminder to us of your faithfulness, your sovereignty, and your eternal care, and may our hearts be ever drawn to you, the shepherd of our souls, who watches over us with tender love. O Almighty King, in your sovereign wisdom, you have chosen Jerusalem as a place where your glory would be revealed to the world. You have made this city a reflection of your divine care, and through it, you teach us the deep value of protecting, nurturing, and loving what you have established. Jerusalem stands as a monument to your providence, a living testimony to your relentless pursuit of peace and justice. You have chosen it to be a city where the nations would gather, a city that will forever bear your name. This city that you have called holy is marked by your presence, and it is through your mighty hand that it endures through all trials and tribulations. How blessed are we, O sovereign God, to witness such a tangible manifestation of your faithfulness, a city where heaven touches earth, where your eternal promise is etched in its streets. The care you have shown Jerusalem is unmatched, for you have preserved it through millennia, maintaining its sanctity and purity in ways that only you, the Creator of all things, could orchestrate. As the protector of Jerusalem, you have not allowed it to fall into the hands of those who would seek to destroy its heritage or erase its sacred history. Your care for this city is evident in every restoration, every rebuilding, and every preservation of its landmarks. From the towering walls of the ancient city to the sacred sites that draw the faithful from across the world, your hand has been with Jerusalem through every storm. When invaders sought to claim it, you raised up defenders. When enemies surrounded it, you stood as its mighty fortress. The history of Jerusalem is a chronicle of your undying vigilance, and each victory speaks to your commitment to protect what is precious to you. No force, no power, no enemy can come against Jerusalem without facing your divine intervention. You are the one who guards its gates, who stands at the watchtower, who protects its inhabitants, and who ensures that the city will never be abandoned. Your care for Jerusalem is a constant reminder to all who seek your shelter that you are the keeper of all, the one who watches over your people with unceasing love. O sovereign shepherd, the city of Jerusalem flourishes because of your steadfast love. It is in you that it finds its identity, its purpose, and its strength. You are the one who provides for its needs, who brings peace to its land, and who fills it with the joy of your presence. Each time the people gather to worship, your spirit fills the city, making it a sacred space where heaven and earth meet. Jerusalem stands as a beacon of hope, a city where your promises are continually fulfilled. Just as you care for the people who call Jerusalem home, you care for all who come seeking refuge, for you have made it a place of peace, a place where the weary can find rest, where the broken can find healing, and where the lost can be found. In your care for Jerusalem, you have shown us what it means to be a refuge, a shelter from the storms of life, and a source of eternal peace. Your protection is never temporary, for it is an eternal protection that will endure forever. O majestic King, the care you have shown Jerusalem is also evident in the peace that dwells in its streets. In the midst of turmoil and conflict, you have established peace within the borders of this holy city. Your peace is not the absence of conflict but the presence of your divine grace, a peace that surpasses understanding and brings healing to the nations. In your care for Jerusalem, you have shown us what true peace looks like. Peace that flows from your throne, peace that heals wounds, and peace that reconciles hearts. Jerusalem is a city of peace because you, O King of Peace, reign there. Your care brings wholeness, and where you are, there is no place for fear or anxiety. Even in the midst of uncertainty, your peace flows like a river, calming hearts and restoring hope. When the world looks to Jerusalem, it sees a city that bears witness to your peace, a city that stands as a testimony to the truth that in you, there is always hope, there is always light, and there is always peace. O eternal Redeemer, Jerusalem is a city that carries with it the weight of your covenant promises. From the time of Abraham to the present day, you have been faithful to Jerusalem, never forsaking it, never abandoning it, and always fulfilling your word. In your care for this city, you have shown us that your promises are sure, that your word is true, and that you are a God who keeps his covenants forever. Jerusalem is the city where your name is exalted, where your law is revered, and where your people gather to worship you in spirit and truth. You have established this city as a place where your glory dwells, and in that glory, the nations will see your power and might. Through Jerusalem, you have shown the world that you are a God who fulfills every promise, who delivers on every word spoken, and who remains faithful to your people. The city of Jerusalem is a symbol of your unfailing love, your enduring grace, and your eternal faithfulness. O mighty Deliverer, you have been faithful to Jerusalem in times of trial and distress. In the face of siege and destruction, your care has never wavered. When enemies have encamped around it, you have provided refuge. When devastation has threatened to erase its history, you have brought restoration. Your care for Jerusalem is evident in the way you have delivered it from the hand of its enemies, and in the way you have brought it through every storm. Through your divine intervention, you have ensured that Jerusalem would stand, that it would be preserved, and that it would one day become a place of rejoicing for all nations. Your care for Jerusalem is not just a matter of physical protection, it is a matter of spiritual preservation. You have kept the soul of Jerusalem alive, preserving its purpose as a city of worship, a city that reflects your greatness, and a city where your name is praised. O King of Kings, your care for Jerusalem extends beyond its physical borders. You have cared for the spiritual well-being of this city, pouring out your Spirit upon its people, leading them in righteousness and guiding them into truth. You have raised up leaders who have sought to honor you, and you have filled the hearts of the people with a desire to worship you in spirit and truth. Your care has shaped the very identity of Jerusalem, making it a city that reflects your holiness and your justice. The streets of Jerusalem are lined with the echoes of your word, the cries of the faithful, and the songs of those who worship you. In your care for Jerusalem, you have established it as a place where the nations can come and know you, a place where your presence can be felt, and a place where your glory is revealed. O everlasting Shepherd, we praise you for the eternal care you have shown to Jerusalem, a city that will never be forgotten, a city that will never be abandoned, and a city that will never cease to be a symbol of your greatness. We thank you for your constant provision, your eternal protection, and your unwavering presence. You have made Jerusalem a place where your glory shines, where your peace reigns, and where your people find refuge. May the nations look to Jerusalem as a testimony of your faithfulness, and may the people of Jerusalem continue to praise your name forevermore. May your care for this city inspire us all to seek you with all our hearts, to honor you with our lives, and to trust in your promises, knowing that you, O King, will never leave us or forsake us. O Creator of heaven and earth, we stand in awe of your ability to care for Jerusalem in ways that go beyond human comprehension. Your care is not just in the physical provision of its lands, its people, and its culture, but also in the spiritual guidance you offer to all who walk in its street. Through your wisdom, you have taught Jerusalem to be a city of reflection, a place of holiness, and a city where the divine meets the earthly. Jerusalem, with its ancient walls and timeless spirit, speaks of your care for all who have ever set foot within it. Your guidance has led countless generations to a place of reverence, to a place where your holiness is known and cherished, where your presence is tangible, and where your voice calls out to all who are willing to listen. O Sovereign King, you have breathed life into this city in such a way that it is not merely a geographic location but a living symbol of your eternal love. From the beginning, you have called Jerusalem to be a place of refuge and restoration, a home for the brokenhearted, a sanctuary for those seeking solace and healing. Your care for this city has never faltered, even in the darkest of times. When the shadows of despair have loomed over Jerusalem, your light has always shone through, guiding the faithful back to your embrace. You have taught us that it is not the stones of Jerusalem that make it holy, but your presence that resides within it, a presence that calls people to repentance, to worship, and to reconciliation. Just as you have always been present with the city of Jerusalem, you have promised that you will always be present with us, walking alongside us in our journeys, offering your protection and provision. O King of Mercy, your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your love for your people. You never abandon, you never forsake, and you never forget. You call us to look upon Jerusalem and be reminded of your faithfulness, to remember that your promises are true, and to have the confidence that, just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you will care for us. Your hand upon Jerusalem has been a source of comfort for all who seek to know you, and your tender love has brought peace to a city that has known both joy and sorrow. Jerusalem, a city that has witnessed both the glory and the trials of your people, is a place where you have revealed your goodness and your grace. Your care is evident in the transformation of the city, in its restoration after periods of suffering, and in its ability to stand firm amidst the ever-changing tides of history. The resilience of Jerusalem is a direct reflection of your care, O God, for no other city could endure the trials it has faced and yet continue to stand as a beacon of hope and a symbol of your divine promise. In every season of hardship, you have been faithful to your word, restoring Jerusalem to its rightful place in the world, ensuring that it will always be a place where your glory shines. Your care for Jerusalem is not just about protection, but also about transformation. You have taken what was once broken and made it whole again. You have redeemed this city, bringing it back to life and filling it with your Spirit. O Provider, you have given Jerusalem the resources it needs to survive and thrive. The land, though once barren, has flourished under your provision. The people, though once scattered, have been brought together to live in harmony under your care. You have provided for Jerusalem in times of famine and drought, making rivers flow in the desert and bringing life to the barren hills. Your provision for this city is not limited to physical needs but extends to the spiritual nourishment that it received. You have sent prophets to speak your word, and your Spirit has filled the hearts of the people, guiding them to righteousness, teaching them to love, and leading them into deeper relationship with you. You have never allowed Jerusalem to lack what it needs, for your hand is always extended in love, ready to provide for those who seek you. In the same way, you provide for each of us, filling our lives with the resources we need, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Your care for Jerusalem is a powerful reminder that you are the provider who meets every need, and that in you, there is abundance and provision. O righteous Judge, your care for Jerusalem extends to the justice you have established within its gates. You have made this city a place where righteousness prevails, where justice is served, and where the oppressed find relief. You have raised up leaders who have sought to uphold your law and to guide the people in your ways. Through your care, Jerusalem has been a city where the poor and the needy are cared for, where the widow and the orphan are embraced, and where mercy flows like a river. Your justice is perfect and your judgment is true. You have called Jerusalem to be a place where your heart for justice is made manifest, and in doing so, you have shown us how we are to live as your people. Your care for this city calls us to seek justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly before you. You have shown Jerusalem to be a place where the heart of God for the oppressed is evident, where the marginalized are lifted up, and where the righteous can walk in peace. In the same way, we are called to live lives that reflect the justice and mercy you have established in this holy city, working to bring about justice in our own communities and showing love to those who are in need. O Divine King, you are the one who has established Jerusalem as a city of prayer. From the beginning, this city has been a place where the faithful come to seek your face, to lift their voices in worship, and to pour out their hearts in prayer. Jerusalem is a city where your name is called upon, where your people gather to cry out to you in times of need, and where your Spirit is poured out in response. Your care for this city has always been demonstrated in the way you answer the prayers of your people, hearing their cries and responding with compassion. Jerusalem stands as a monument to the power of prayer and the faithfulness of the God who answers. We are reminded that just as you have heard the prayers of those in Jerusalem, you hear our prayers as well. You are the God who answers from heaven, the God who bends down to listen to the cries of his people, and the God who responds with power and love. O ever-present one, your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your everlasting presence. This city is a place where you have made your home, where you dwell in the midst of your people. The presence of God is what makes Jerusalem sacred, for it is not the stones or the buildings that make it holy, but your presence that fills it. You are the God who has made his dwelling among us, and your presence is what sustains and strengthens us. Jerusalem is a city where the presence of God is continually experienced, where your Spirit moves, and where your glory is revealed. Just as your presence fills the city of Jerusalem, so too do you promise to fill our hearts with your presence. Your care for Jerusalem reminds us that we are never alone, for you are always with us, walking beside us, leading us, and guiding us. We praise you for the unshakable truth that your presence is with us, in Jerusalem and in our lives, now and forevermore. O Creator of heaven and earth, we stand in awe of your ability to care for Jerusalem in ways that go beyond human comprehension. Your care is not just in the physical provision of its lands, its people, and its culture, but also in the spiritual guidance you offer to all who walk in its street. Through your wisdom, you have taught Jerusalem to be a city of reflection, a place of holiness, and a city where the divine meets the earthly. Jerusalem, with its ancient walls and timeless spirit, speaks of your care for all who have ever set foot within it. Your guidance has led countless generations to a place of reverence, to a place where your holiness is known and cherished, where your presence is tangible, and where your voice calls out to all who are willing to listen. O Sovereign King, you have breathed life into this city in such a way that it is not merely a geographic location but a living symbol of your eternal love. From the beginning, you have called Jerusalem to be a place of refuge and restoration, a home for the brokenhearted, a sanctuary for those seeking solace and healing. Your care for this city has never faltered, even in the darkest of times. When the shadows of despair have loomed over Jerusalem, your light has always shone through, guiding the faithful back to your embrace. You have taught us that it is not the stones of Jerusalem that make it holy, but your presence that resides within it, a presence that calls people to repentance, to worship, and to reconciliation. Just as you have always been present with the city of Jerusalem, you have promised that you will always be present with us, walking alongside us in our journeys, offering your protection and provision. O King of Mercy, your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your love for your people. You never abandon, you never forsake, and you never forget. You call us to look upon Jerusalem and be reminded of your faithfulness, to remember that your promises are true, and to have the confidence that, just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you will care for us. Your hand upon Jerusalem has been a source of comfort for all who seek to know you, and your tender love has brought peace to a city that has known both joy and sorrow. Jerusalem, a city that has witnessed both the glory and the trials of your people, is a place where you have revealed your goodness and your grace. Your care is evident in the transformation of the city, in its restoration after periods of suffering, and in its ability to stand firm amidst the ever-changing tides of history. The resilience of Jerusalem is a direct reflection of your care, O God, for no other city could endure the trials it has faced and yet continue to. Of trial and triumph, and your faithfulness to the city remains ever true. O mighty King, you have raised up prophets to speak your words over this city, and you have sent forth your servants to declare your promises. You have answered every cry for mercy, and your presence has never departed from Jerusalem. From the days of David, your covenant with Jerusalem has stood strong, and though the city has faced many challenges, your care has always been more than sufficient to meet its needs. You have chosen Jerusalem to be the seat of your glory, the place where your name is honored, and the place where your people gather in worship. O King of Kings, we praise you for the care you have shown for Jerusalem, for the way you have kept it in your embrace, and for the many ways you have revealed your greatness through this city. O glorious Shepherd, Jerusalem has been a place of refuge, a city where your people find safety and solace. Your care for Jerusalem is a reflection of your heart for all of your creation, and we see in this holy city a glimpse of your eternal kingdom. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of us, your children, with the same tenderness and love. Jerusalem stands as a living testimony of your care for the nations, a city that reflects your beauty, your justice, and your peace. We praise you for the way you have kept the city steadfast, even when the forces of evil sought to tear it apart. Your care for Jerusalem is not just physical, it is spiritual. You have poured out your wisdom upon its leaders, your guidance upon its people, and your presence within its walls. You have made this city a dwelling place for your spirit, and through your care, Jerusalem remains a beacon of light in a world full of darkness. You are the shepherd who leads your people to still waters, and your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your desire to guide all of your people to peace and wholeness. O everlasting King, we marvel at your care for Jerusalem, which is a city of profound significance in your redemptive plan for the world. You have promised to restore it, to bring peace to its streets, and to establish justice and righteousness within its walls. Your care for Jerusalem is not only evident in its past but also in its future, for you have declared that this city will stand as a symbol of your reign on the earth. You will bring your people back to this holy city, and in the fullness of time, Jerusalem will become a city of glory, a place where your kingdom will be established forever. We praise you for your promises to Jerusalem, for the hope you have placed within it, and for the joy that will come when your will is fully realized in this city. O King of Glory, we look forward to the day when your presence will fill Jerusalem in a way that is beyond our comprehension, when all nations will come to this city to worship and to honor your name. Almighty Protector, we thank you for your ongoing care for Jerusalem. It is because of your love and care that this city stands as a testimony of your faithfulness. You have watched over it through the centuries, and your hand of protection continues to be upon it. We praise you for the peace that Jerusalem experiences, a peace that is not just the absence of conflict, but a deep, abiding peace that comes from you alone. Your care for Jerusalem brings hope to its inhabitants, peace to its streets, and a light that shines to the ends of the earth. You have promised that Jerusalem will be a city of righteousness, a place where justice reigns and where your glory is revealed. We thank you for the many ways you continue to show your care for this city, and we look forward with eager anticipation to the day when your kingdom will come in its fullness. O Eternal Shepherd, we know that your care for Jerusalem is not confined to the city itself, but extends to all who call it home, and to all who seek refuge there. You have established Jerusalem as a city of refuge, a place where your people can find solace and comfort. Your care reaches beyond the physical city and into the hearts of those who dwell within it. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of your people, inviting them to come and find rest in your presence. We praise you for the grace you extend to all who seek your help, and for the mercy you show to those who turn to you in times of need. Jerusalem stands as a testimony of your care for your people, and in that care, we are reminded of the boundless love you have for each of us. We praise you, O King, for your care that has endured from generation to generation, and for the promises you have made to Jerusalem and its people. Your love for this city is a reflection of your heart for all nations, and through your care for Jerusalem, we see your heart for the world. May we, too, learn to care as you care, to love as you love, and to serve as you serve. Let Jerusalem be a reminder to us of your faithfulness, your sovereignty, and your eternal care, and may our hearts be ever drawn to you, the shepherd of our souls, who watches over us with tender love. O Almighty King, in your sovereign wisdom, you have chosen Jerusalem as a place where your glory would be revealed to the world. You have made this city a reflection of your divine care, and through it, you teach us the deep value of protecting, nurturing, and loving what you have established. Jerusalem stands as a monument to your providence, a living testimony to your relentless pursuit of peace and justice. You have chosen it to be a city where the nations would gather, a city that will forever bear your name. This city that you have called holy is marked by your presence, and it is through your mighty hand that it endures through all trials and tribulations. How blessed are we, O sovereign God, to witness such a tangible manifestation of your faithfulness, a city where heaven touches earth, where your eternal promise is etched in its streets. The care you have shown Jerusalem is unmatched, for you have preserved it through millennia, maintaining its sanctity and purity in ways that only you, the Creator of all things, could orchestrate. As the protector of Jerusalem, you have not allowed it to fall into the hands of those who would seek to destroy its heritage or erase its sacred history. Your care for this city is evident in every restoration, every rebuilding, and every preservation of its landmarks. From the towering walls of the ancient city to the sacred sites that draw the faithful from across the world, your hand has been with Jerusalem through every storm. When invaders sought to claim it, you raised up defenders. When enemies surrounded it, you stood as its mighty fortress. The history of Jerusalem is a chronicle of your undying vigilance, and each victory speaks to your commitment to protect what is precious to you. No force, no power, no enemy can come against Jerusalem without facing your divine intervention. You are the one who guards its gates, who stands at the watchtower, who protects its inhabitants, and who ensures that the city will never be abandoned. Your care for Jerusalem is a constant reminder to all who seek your shelter that you are the keeper of all, the one who watches over your people with unceasing love. O sovereign shepherd, the city of Jerusalem flourishes because of your steadfast love. It is in you that it finds its identity, its purpose, and its strength. You are the one who provides for its needs, who brings peace to its land, and who fills it with the joy of your presence. Each time the people gather to care, and the people who dwell there have been blessed with the fruits of your provision. You have provided abundant harvests, plentiful resources, and the sustenance needed for life. Your care has brought growth, flourishing, and beauty to a land that once lay in ruins. Through your provision, Jerusalem has become a place where your goodness is evident in every corner, where your blessings are seen in the land, in the people, and in the culture that has developed. Your blessings upon Jerusalem are a testament to your abundance, and they remind us that you are the one who provides for all of our needs. May we trust in your provision, knowing that you are the God who gives abundantly and without measure, and may we, like Jerusalem, be a reflection of your goodness and grace. O wise counselor, your care for Jerusalem has been a guiding force throughout its history. From the time of its founding, you have provided wisdom and understanding to those who have led the city, guiding them to make decisions that reflect your heart and your will. Through the ages, you have raised up leaders who have sought your guidance, who have called upon your name, and who have led your people with integrity and righteousness. In your care for Jerusalem, you have shown the importance of godly leadership, and you have provided the wisdom needed to navigate the challenges that arise. You have taught us that leadership is not about power or influence, but about service, humility, and seeking your will above all else. May we too seek your wisdom in our lives, in our families, in our communities, and in our nations. May we recognize that true leadership is found in following your guidance and in aligning our hearts with your purposes. Just as you have guided the leaders of Jerusalem, so too do we ask for your wisdom to lead us in the paths of righteousness, so that we may reflect your care and your greatness to the world around us. O Creator of the heavens and the earth, your care for Jerusalem is not just seen in its present glory, but also in the way you have sustained it through the ages. You have watched over Jerusalem from its earliest days, ensuring its survival through times of war, destruction, and exile. Even in the darkest hours, when the city lay in ruins, your care never ceased. You have promised to rebuild what was broken, to restore what was lost, and to bring life where there was death. Your faithfulness to Jerusalem is a testament to your unchanging nature, for you are the God who keeps his promises, the God who restores the broken, and the God who brings new life to what has been destroyed. We praise you for your unshakable commitment to Jerusalem, and we trust that, just as you have restored this city, you are able to restore all things. We look to Jerusalem as a sign of hope, a reminder that, no matter how dire the circumstances, you are the God who can bring life from death and restore what has been lost. May we hold fast to this hope, knowing that your care is ever present and that your promises will never fail. O ever-present God, you have called us to look upon Jerusalem and see in it a reflection of your eternal care. Through Jerusalem, you have shown us that your care is not just for a city or a nation, but for all who seek you. Your care extends beyond the borders of Jerusalem and into our hearts, into our lives, and into the world around us. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each one of us, providing for our needs, protecting us from harm, and guiding us in the paths of righteousness. May we take to heart the lessons of your care for Jerusalem and allow that understanding to deepen our relationship with you. May we see your care in every moment of our lives and trust that you are with us, guiding us, protecting us, and loving us with a love that never ends. We thank you for your faithfulness to Jerusalem, and we ask that you continue to pour out your care upon this city and upon all your people. May your glory be revealed in Jerusalem and in our lives, and may we forever praise you for your greatness and your love. O mighty Shepherd, who leads your people with unwavering care, your watchful eye has never turned from Jerusalem, and your protection over this city has been a constant source of comfort. You have guarded it like a precious treasure, preserving it in times of danger and leading it to safety in the moments of peril. Through your guidance, Jerusalem has found its way back to peace after every storm, and your presence has always been felt in its walls, in its streets, and in its people. Just as a shepherd watches over their flock, guiding each sheep with tender care, so you have guarded Jerusalem with unmatched vigilance. Your protection has not been only physical but also spiritual, fortifying the hearts and minds of your people, encouraging them to stay faithful even in times of trial. Your strength is made perfect in the moments of weakness, and through your care, Jerusalem has stood firm against every enemy that has sought to bring it down. You, O Shepherd, have ensured that Jerusalem remains a city of refuge, a place of peace where the weary and burdened can find solace. We thank you for your constant protection and ask that we, too, may experience your watchful care in our own lives, trusting that you will guide us with the same love and diligence. O eternal King, whose reign extends beyond the heavens and reaches into the very heart of Jerusalem, we stand in awe of the authority you have over this city. Your kingship is not of this world, but one that transcends time and space, shaping the course of history and the destiny of nations. You have crowned Jerusalem with your glory, making it the seat of your divine rule and the place where your sovereignty is most clearly revealed. From the highest mountain to the lowest valley, your reign is unchallenged, and your will is done in every corner of this sacred city. Jerusalem is not only the physical center of the earth, but it is also the spiritual heart of all creation, a reflection of your eternal kingdom. Through your reign, Jerusalem stands as a beacon of hope to the world, a reminder that, no matter the trials we face, your authority and rule will ultimately prevail. May we recognize that your reign in Jerusalem is a reflection of your reign in our own lives. May we submit to your authority and trust in your perfect governance, knowing that, just as you rule with justice and mercy in Jerusalem, you will do the same in our hearts. We submit ourselves to your will, O King, and ask that you continue to reign in our lives with the same care and wisdom you have shown to Jerusalem. O God of restoration, your care for Jerusalem is a story of redemption. In the wake of every destruction, you have brought about restoration. In the aftermath of every battle, you have raised up the ruins and brought life to what was once broken. Jerusalem, a city that has seen so much devastation, now stands as a monument to your redemptive power. Your hand has reached out to heal the wounds of the past and to restore what was lost. Through your care, the once desolate land has been revived, and the broken-hearted have been comforted. Jerusalem is a testament to your ability to restore all things to their rightful place, to rebuild what has been torn down, and to bring healing where there has been hurt. Just as you have restored Jerusalem, so you have promised to restore our lives. No matter how far we may have strayed, no matter how broken we may feel, your care is always extended to us, calling us to restoration and renewal. O God of restoration, we place our trust in you, knowing that you are able to heal our wounds, restore our hearts, and bring new life to our souls. Just as Jerusalem stands as a symbol of your restoration, we pray that our lives may reflect your power to redeem and restore. O Lord of hosts, who commands the armies of heaven, you are the one who defends Jerusalem from all its enemies. In every battle, you have been the protector, standing as a mighty fortress, ensuring that no weapon formed against your city will prosper. You have fought for Jerusalem, and in your strength, the city has overcome every foe that has risen against it. Your care for Jerusalem is evident in the way you defend it, in the way you rise up to protect your people, and in the way you ensure that no harm comes to the city that bears your name. Your armies are countless, and your power is unmatched. When the enemies of Jerusalem have sought to destroy it, you have risen to fight on its behalf, and through your might, victory has been secured. We thank you for your protection, for you are the mighty warrior who defends your people. Just as you have fought for Jerusalem, we know you will fight for us, for you are our defender and our shield. We place our trust in your strength, knowing that no force in this world can stand against you. O provider of all, your care for Jerusalem is reflected in your provision, for you have given this city everything it needs to thrive. You have provided for its people, for its leaders, and for its land. The abundance of Jerusalem is a testament to your faithfulness, for you have ensured that the city is well cared for in every season. You have provided the crops that grow in the fields, the water that flows through its streams, and the resources that sustain its people. Your provision is not limited to material needs, but extends to the spiritual nourishment that Jerusalem receives through your word. Your care has ensured that Jerusalem remains a place of worship, where your people come to seek you and to receive from you. We thank you for the abundance you have poured out on this city and for the many blessings you have bestowed upon it. We know that, just as you have provided for Jerusalem, you will also provide for us. May we learn to trust in your provision, knowing that you are the God who gives abundantly, both in times of plenty and in times of want. O Comforter of Israel, your care for Jerusalem is evident in the peace you bring to the city. In the midst of conflict, you are the one who grants peace. In the midst of turmoil, you are the one who calms the storm. Jerusalem, though surrounded by enemies, has always known the peace that comes from your presence. Through your care, Jerusalem has been a place where the weary find rest and where those in need of comfort are embraced. Your peace transcends understanding, and it is this peace that has sustained Jerusalem throughout its history. We praise you for the peace you bring to Jerusalem, and we ask that you bring that same peace into our lives. May your peace reign in our hearts, in our homes, and in our communities, just as it reigns in Jerusalem. We thank you for the comfort you provide and for the peace that only you can give. O Rock of Ages, your care for Jerusalem is eternal, for you have established it as a city that will stand forever. From generation to generation, you have watched over this city, ensuring that it remains a testimony to your greatness. Jerusalem, in all its beauty and strength, stands as a monument to your eternal care, for you are the God who never changes and whose promises are everlasting. Just as you have promised that Jerusalem will stand forever, so we can trust that your care for us will never fail. We place our hope in your eternal faithfulness, knowing that you will continue to care for us as you have cared for Jerusalem, from now and forevermore. O Ancient of Days, you are the one who has established Jerusalem as a city that carries your eternal purposes. Your care for this city is not only a reflection of your faithfulness to your people, but also a declaration of the ongoing unfolding of your divine plan for the world. From the foundations of the earth, you knew that Jerusalem would be the city where your name would dwell, where your glory would be made manifest, and where the nations would gather to behold your greatness. You chose this city to reveal your justice, mercy, and holiness to the world. In your sovereignty, you have allowed Jerusalem to be a place of great significance, a city where history, prophecy, and destiny intertwine in the most profound way. How blessed are those who dwell within its walls, for they experience your care and presence in ways that reflect the fulfillment of your promises. O Ancient of Days, you hold the past, present, and future in your hands. Your plan for Jerusalem is one that stretches through all time, and we are grateful that we are part of this unfolding story. May we, too, recognize the significance of your presence in our lives, for just as you have chosen Jerusalem as a place for your name, you have chosen us as vessels to carry your presence to the world. May we honor your care and purpose for us, living as witnesses to your eternal faithfulness and greatness. O everlasting Rock, in times of distress and uncertainty, you have been the unshakable foundation for Jerusalem. Throughout its history, The city has faced upheaval, exile, and destruction, but you have always remained the steady rock on which it has stood. You are the one who sustains Jerusalem when all seems lost, and you are the one who gives hope when it seems impossible. When the people of Jerusalem have cried out in desperation, you have answered with a promise of restoration. Your care for Jerusalem is a refuge that provides safety and security even in the most trying of times. You are the rock that cannot be moved, and in you, Jerusalem has found strength and stability. We thank you for being the solid foundation that Jerusalem leans on, and we ask that we, too, may find our foundation in you. When the storms of life rage against us, may we stand firm, knowing that you are our rock, our refuge, and our unshakable foundation. Just as you have kept Jerusalem secure, so too will you keep us in your care, for you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. O Redeemer, you have redeemed Jerusalem from the hands of its enemies, and through your mighty hand, you have restored what was broken. The history of Jerusalem is filled with stories of your miraculous intervention, of your saving grace that delivered it from the depths of destruction. In times of siege and despair, you came through as the Redeemer, bringing salvation to your people. Your care for Jerusalem is a testimony of your redemptive power, showing that no matter how great the enemy or how insurmountable the obstacle, you are the one who delivers. The redemption of Jerusalem is not only an act of physical deliverance, but also a sign of your greater work in the world, the redemption of all people through the work of the Messiah. We praise you for your redemptive care, and we thank you for the way you have rescued and restored Jerusalem throughout history. May we always remember that, just as you have redeemed Jerusalem, you are also in the business of redeeming our lives. No matter the depth of our struggles or the weight of our sin, your redemption is available to us. We place our trust in you, knowing that you are the Redeemer who brings hope, restoration, and new life. O great Physician, in your care for Jerusalem, have healed the wounds of the city and its people. When Jerusalem has been broken, you have brought healing. When the people of Jerusalem have been afflicted, you have offered comfort. Your healing touch has brought restoration to the land, to the hearts of the people, and to the very soul of the city. You have made Jerusalem a place of wholeness and peace, where the sick are made well, and the broken are restored. Your care for this city is a reflection of your heart to heal all things. Just as you have healed the land and the people of Jerusalem, so you offer healing to us. We bring our wounds, our brokenness, and our pain before you, trusting that you are the great Physician who can heal every affliction. Your care brings wholeness, and your touch brings peace. May we surrender our hearts to your healing power, knowing that in your care we are made whole. O gracious Sustainer, your care for Jerusalem has not only been in moments of great need, but also in the everyday provision that sustains the city. You provide the food, the water, the resources, and the strength that Jerusalem needs to continue. Your care is not just for the extraordinary moments but for the ordinary ones as well. You sustain the people of Jerusalem in their daily lives, meeting their needs and providing for them with unwavering faithfulness. We thank you for your sustaining care, which allows Jerusalem to thrive and grow. In the same way, you sustain us in every moment of our lives, providing for us when we least expect it and showing us your love in the most ordinary of circumstances. May we recognize your provision in the small things, knowing that you are the one who sustains us with every breath we take, every step we make, and every day we live. Your care is constant, and your provision is abundant, and for this we give you all the praise. O mighty Deliverer, your care for Jerusalem has been shown time and time again in your acts of deliverance. When the city has faced armies that sought to conquer it, you have risen to deliver it. When the people of Jerusalem have been in bondage, you have delivered them from their captors. Your care has been a shield, a refuge, and a deliverance that has set your people free. The history of Jerusalem is a history of deliverance, of moments when you have intervened to save, to rescue, and to restore. Your power to deliver is unmatched, and your care has always been shown through your ability to set your people free. We thank you for the deliverance you have shown to Jerusalem, and we trust that you will continue to deliver us from all evil and danger. You are the mighty deliverer, and we place our lives in your hands, knowing that you will protect, provide, and deliver us in every circumstance. O King of glory, we exalt you for your glorious care for Jerusalem. Your glory is revealed in the way you have established this city as a light to the nations, a city where your presence is known and your power is felt. Jerusalem, as a reflection of your glory, shines with the radiance of your care. Your glory is not distant or unreachable, but it is felt in every corner of this city, in every prayer offered, in every act of worship, and in every life that is touched by your grace. Just as your glory fills Jerusalem, so may your glory fill our lives, and may we live in such a way that reflects the greatness of your care. May our hearts and lives be transformed by your glory, and may we radiate your love to the world, just as Jerusalem radiates your presence. O eternal shepherd, you guide Jerusalem with your gentle hand, leading the city like a flock under your care. Your voice calls to your people, and they follow with trust, knowing that you will never lead them astray. Like a shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep, you have shown Jerusalem that your love is sacrificial and constant. Even when the city has wandered or turned away, your voice calls them back to the safety of your fold. Through valleys of darkness and across troubled lands, you have always been the steady presence that leads Jerusalem to still waters and green pastures. The hills and streets of Jerusalem echo with the sound of your guiding footsteps, and through every twist and turn, you remain the shepherd who knows the needs of every soul within the city. We praise you, O Shepherd, for your constant and faithful guidance. We know that, just as you lead Jerusalem with care, you also lead us through the challenges and struggles of life. May we trust in your guidance, knowing that you will always lead us to where we need to go, and that your care will never fail us. O Holy Deliverer, your care for Jerusalem is demonstrated through the countless times you have rescued it from harm. When the city was surrounded by enemies, you stepped in to defend it. When destruction seemed imminent, you intervened with might and mercy, delivering Jerusalem from the hands of its oppressors. Your acts of deliverance are not just recorded in the history of the city, but are written on the hearts of the people who have witnessed your power firsthand. Your care for Jerusalem is shown in the way you have defended it through all ages, preserving its life when it seemed doomed and ensuring that the promises you made would stand. We thank you for being the deliverer who never abandons his people, who never allows them to face destruction without first providing a way out. Just as you have delivered Jerusalem time and time again, so we trust that you will deliver us from every trial, from every enemy, and from every moment of darkness. We place our lives in your hands, O Deliverer, knowing that you are our refuge and fortress, our shield in times of danger. May your acts of deliverance continue to fill us with faith and hope, as we trust that you will protect us from harm and bring us through every trial. O sovereign ruler, your care for Jerusalem is a reflection of your sovereignty over all creation. You are the one who established this city as a holy place, a city set apart for your purposes, and it stands as a testament to your supreme authority. Every stone, every wall, and every temple in Jerusalem bears witness to your power, for it is you who holds all things in place. Your hand has been upon this city from the beginning, and your authority extends over every inch of land. In times of peace, you rule with wisdom and grace, and in times of conflict, your sovereignty stands firm, unshaken by the turmoil of the world. Jerusalem is a city that testifies to your ultimate rule, for you are the sovereign king who holds the future in your hands. We bow before your throne, O sovereign ruler, and we acknowledge that you are the King of Kings, the one who reigns over all nations and all peoples. Just as your sovereignty over Jerusalem brings peace and stability to the city, we trust that your sovereignty over our lives brings us security and assurance. May we surrender to your rule, knowing that your authority is always for our good, and that your plans for us are always filled with hope. O protector of Zion, you have always stood as a wall of defense around Jerusalem, shielding it from harm and ensuring its safety in every season. When enemies have come to attack, you have been the mighty fortress that repels the assault. When the people of Jerusalem have cried out for help, you have answered with a strong arm, protecting them from the forces that seek to destroy them. Your protection has been evident in the way you have preserved Jerusalem from the wrath of its foes, and your care has been shown in the way you have provided safety in times of peril. We thank you, O protector of Zion, the stronghold in whom Jerusalem takes refuge. Just as you protect the city of Zion, we trust in your protection over our lives. When the enemy comes against us, may we find safety in your arms, knowing that you are our shield, our refuge, and our deliverer. May we never doubt your ability to protect us, for you are the Almighty, and nothing can stand against your power. O righteous Judge, your care for Jerusalem is reflected in the justice that flows from your throne. You have established Jerusalem as a city of righteousness, where justice and mercy meet. When the city has been wronged, you have risen to bring judgment, and when the people have sought your forgiveness, you have granted mercy. Your care for Jerusalem is shown in the way you uphold what is right and true, ensuring that the city remains a place where your justice is known. Jerusalem has stood as a symbol of your righteous rule, and through its laws and leaders, your justice has been administered. We praise you, O righteous Judge, for the way you rule with fairness, truth, and compassion. Just as you have established justice in Jerusalem, we trust that you will bring justice to our lives. May we walk in your ways, seeking to live with integrity and honor, knowing that you are the judge who sees all and who will make all things right. May your justice and mercy continue to guide our hearts as we seek to live in accordance with your will. O giver of peace, your care for Jerusalem is seen in the peace you have brought to the city. When Jerusalem was besieged, you brought peace. When it was divided, you healed the divisions. When it was troubled, you calmed the storms. Your peace is not a temporary relief, but an enduring tranquility that comes from your presence. Jerusalem is a city that bears the mark of your peace, for it is here that peace has been established among the people, even in the face of great adversity. You have made Jerusalem a place where the weary can find rest and the broken can find healing. We thank you for the peace you have brought to Jerusalem, and we pray that we may experience that same peace in our own lives. Just as you have made Jerusalem a city of peace, we trust that you will bring peace to our hearts, our homes, and our communities. May we seek your peace above all else, knowing that only in you can true peace be found. O ever-present Helper, you have always been near to Jerusalem, guiding and sustaining it with your presence. In times of joy and in times of sorrow, you have been present in the city, offering your help to those who call upon your name. Your presence in Jerusalem is a constant reminder that you are always with your people, ready to offer comfort, strength, and guidance. We praise you for your nearness, O ever-present Helper, for you are always there when we need you most. Just as you are present with Jerusalem, so we know you are present with us. May we draw near to you, knowing that you will never leave us nor forsake us. In our moments of need, may we call upon you, trusting that your help is always available to us. O everlasting Shepherd, you have watched over Jerusalem with tender care, leading the people as a shepherd leads his flock. From the time of its inception to this very day, you have been the constant protector, guiding it through storms and calm, through trials and triumphs. Jerusalem has never been abandoned, for you, O Shepherd, have always walked alongside it, tending to its needs and ensuring that your people are nourished and cared for. When they have strayed, you have sought them out and brought them back to safety. Your care for Jerusalem is a reflection of your unfailing love for all of your people, for you do not leave anyone behind. You know the heart of each person in the city, and you care for them deeply. Your provision is never lacking, and your guidance is always present. We thank you, O Shepherd, for your constant vigilance over Jerusalem. We know that, just as you have cared for this city, you also care for us. May we listen to your voice as you guide us along the paths of righteousness, trusting in your ability to lead us where we need to go, and may we rest in the peace that comes from knowing that you are with us, leading us every step of the way. O mighty Deliverer, your care for Jerusalem has been made evident time and again through your miraculous acts of deliverance. When Jerusalem was surrounded by its enemies, you rose up and fought on behalf of your people. When destruction loomed, you intervened and provided a way of escape. Your deliverance was not just physical but spiritual, as you restored hope to your people and reminded them that no enemy, no matter how great, could stand against you. You delivered Jerusalem from the hands of its captors and brought it back to life, time after time, showing the world that you are the ultimate Savior and the ultimate defender. We praise you for your mighty deliverance in the life of Jerusalem. We thank you that your hand of protection and salvation is always extended to those who call on your name. Just as you delivered Jerusalem, we know that you will deliver us from every trial, every difficulty, and every threat we may face. We place our trust in you, O Deliverer, for you are our refuge, our strength, and our salvation. O Eternal King, you reign over Jerusalem with absolute authority and grace. Your kingdom is established in this city, and your rule is unshakable. From the seat of your throne, you govern with wisdom and righteousness, ensuring that justice is served and that peace prevails. Jerusalem stands as a testimony to your reign, a city where your will is done and where your presence is felt. Through the highs and lows of its history, you have remained the King of glory, the one who is worthy of all honor and praise. The gates of Jerusalem are a place where your kingship is acknowledged and where your sovereignty is celebrated. We bow before your throne, O Eternal King, recognizing that you alone are worthy of all glory and honor. Just as you reign over Jerusalem, so we submit our lives to your rule, trusting that your leadership is always for our good. May we honor you as the King of our hearts, and may your kingdom come in our lives, bringing peace, justice, and righteousness. O mighty fortress, you are the stronghold of Jerusalem, the place of safety and refuge in times of trouble. When the city has been under siege, you have been the fortress that protected it. When enemies have sought to destroy it, you have been the wall of defense that kept it secure. Your care for Jerusalem is demonstrated in your protection, for you are the one who shields your people from harm. The walls of Jerusalem bear witness to your strength, and the city stands as a testament to your ability to protect and deliver. We thank you, O mighty fortress, for being the protector of Jerusalem, and we trust that you will continue to be our shield and our refuge. In times of trouble, may we take shelter in you, knowing that you are the one who can keep us safe from all harm. Your protection is not only for Jerusalem but for all who trust in you, and we are grateful that we can find safety in your care. O righteous Judge, your care for Jerusalem is shown in your commitment to justice. When the city was oppressed, you brought judgment upon its enemies, and when it strayed, you disciplined it with a righteous hand. You have shown that justice flows from your throne, and that you are a God who will right all wrongs. Your judgments are always fair, always righteous, and always in accordance with your perfect will. People of Jerusalem have known the weight of your justice, but they have also known the beauty of your mercy. In your care for Jerusalem, you have ensured that justice and mercy go hand in hand, for you are a judge who is both just and compassionate. We thank you for the righteousness that you bring to Jerusalem and to our lives. We know that, just as you have judged the nations with fairness, you will also bring justice to our lives. May we live in accordance with your righteous standards, and may we seek justice for the oppressed, knowing that you are a God who cares about what is right and who will one day make all things right. O God of peace, your care for Jerusalem is revealed in the peace you bring to the city. Jerusalem, though a place of conflict throughout history, has always been a place where your peace has been known. Your peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of your divine assurance that you are in control, that you are with your people, and that all will be made well in the end. Jerusalem is a city of peace because you are its peacegiver. You have made Jerusalem a place where the weary can find rest and where the broken can find healing. Your peace has been present in the hearts of your people, and your peace has been the foundation of the city itself. We thank you, O God of peace, for the peace you have brought to Jerusalem and for the peace you bring to our hearts. May your peace rule in our lives, calming our anxieties, soothing our fears, and assuring us that you are in control. Just as Jerusalem is a city of peace, may we be instruments of peace in our own lives and communities, bringing your peace to those who are hurting and in need of comfort. O faithful provider, your care for Jerusalem has been shown in the ways you have provided for the city's needs. From the provision of food and water to the supply of resources for its rebuilding, you have always been faithful to meet the needs of Jerusalem. Your provision is abundant, and you have shown that you are a God who cares deeply for the welfare of your people. In times of scarcity, you have brought abundance, and in times of hardship, you have brought relief. Jerusalem stands as a witness to your faithfulness in providing for the needs of your people. We thank you, O faithful provider, for the ways you have met the needs of Jerusalem and for the ways you continue to provide for us. We trust that, just as you have provided for Jerusalem, you will continue to provide for us in all things. May we never doubt your ability to meet our needs, for you are the one who provides abundantly and faithfully. May we trust in your provision and give thanks for all that you have provided, knowing that every good gift comes from your hand. O eternal protector, you have always been a stronghold for Jerusalem, a shelter in times of danger, and a refuge in times of distress. You have never forsaken the city, but have continuously provided a safe place for your people. When the city was at risk, you raised up defenders to protect it, ensuring that it would endure through every storm and every assault. Jerusalem has seen your mighty hand in times of war, and your protection has been a shield against every threat. When the enemy surrounded the city, you made a way of escape, and when the foundations were shaken, you held them steady. You have proven yourself to be an unshakable defense, and for this we offer our praise. We thank you for being the protector of Jerusalem, for standing guard over your people and keeping them safe. We trust that, as you have protected Jerusalem, you will continue to be our refuge and fortress. In times of trouble, we seek shelter in you, knowing that you are the one who will never leave us vulnerable. May we always find comfort in your presence, knowing that you are the protector who shields us from harm. O guiding light, your care for Jerusalem is evident in the way you have guided the city through times of uncertainty. When darkness threatened to overtake it, your light shone brightly, illuminating the way forward. You have never allowed Jerusalem to walk in the shadow of despair, for your light has always shown the path to hope, truth, and salvation. From the very beginning, you established Jerusalem as a beacon of your glory, a place where your light would shine for all to see. Your light has brought clarity to those who were lost, hope to those who were broken, and purpose to those who were wandering. We praise you for being the guiding light of Jerusalem, for illuminating the city with your wisdom and truth. We know that, just as you guided Jerusalem, you will guide us in our journey through life. May your light continue to shine in our hearts, leading us toward righteousness, peace, and understanding. May we walk in your light, knowing that you will never lead us astray. O everlasting King of glory, you are the ruler of all nations, and your reign over Jerusalem is a reflection of your supreme authority. You have established your throne in the city, and it is from this holy seat that you govern with justice, wisdom, and mercy. Jerusalem has known the splendor of your kingdom, and its people have been blessed by your righteous rule. You have established order where there was chaos, peace where there was conflict, and hope where there was despair. Your reign is not one of tyranny but one of love, where the needs of your people are always met, and where your will is carried out in perfect harmony. Jerusalem stands as a testimony to your power and your goodness, a city where your glory is made known. We praise you, O King of glory, for your sovereignty over Jerusalem and over all the earth. Just as you reign over the city, so we acknowledge your reign in our lives. May your kingdom come in us, and may we honor you as our King in all things. We submit ourselves to your rule, knowing that your reign is always for our good. O Holy Sustainer, you are the one who sustains Jerusalem through every season. When the land was barren, you brought forth abundance. When the city was desolate, you caused it to flourish once more. You have been the constant source of life for the city, providing everything that was needed for its survival and growth. In times of drought, you have provided rain. In times of famine, you have provided food. Your sustaining power has been evident in every corner of Jerusalem, for you are the one who gives life and sustains all things. We thank you, O Holy Sustainer, for the ways you have provided for Jerusalem and for the ways you continue to sustain us. Just as you have sustained the city, so we trust that you will sustain us in every circumstance. May we depend on you for our strength and our provision, knowing that you are the source of all life. When we face difficulties, may we remember that you are the one who sustains us, and that in your hands we will always find the strength to endure. O mighty Redeemer, your care for Jerusalem is most clearly seen in the redemption you have brought to the city. When it was lost in sin, you made a way for reconciliation. When the people were far from you, you brought them back to the fold. Through your acts of mercy and grace, you redeemed Jerusalem from the consequences of its disobedience, offering forgiveness and restoration. Your care for the city is evident in your desire to bring it back to the fullness of life, to restore its brokenness, and to renew its strength. You did not leave Jerusalem in its sin but sought to redeem it, to bring it to a place of holiness and purity. We thank you, O mighty Redeemer, for the ways you have redeemed Jerusalem, and we trust that you will continue to redeem our lives as well. Just as you have redeemed the city, so we know that you can redeem every area of our lives. We place our brokenness in your hands, trusting that you are the Redeemer who makes all things new. May we walk in the freedom and grace that comes from your redemption, knowing that you have paid the price for our sins and made a way for us to be restored to you. O gracious Comforter, your care for Jerusalem is also evident in the way you have comforted the city in its times of mourning. When the people were in despair, you sent your comfort to heal their broken hearts. You have wiped away the tears of the afflicted, bringing peace to those who have known only sorrow. Your comfort is not temporary but eternal, a deep assurance that you are with us in every season of life. Jerusalem has known the comfort of your presence, and its people have found hope in your promises. We thank you, O gracious Comforter, for the ways you have comforted Jerusalem and for the comfort you bring to us. In times of grief and loss, we trust in your ability to heal our wounds and restore our joy. May we find solace in your presence, knowing that you are the one who draws near to the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Just as you have comforted the people of Jerusalem, may we find comfort in your love and care. O eternal hope, you have always been the hope of Jerusalem, and your hope has sustained the city through its darkest days. When it seemed that all was lost, your hope shone brightly, reminding the people that you are the God of restoration and renewal. Jerusalem stands as a beacon of hope for all who trust in you, for you are the one who makes all things new. Your hope is not wishful thinking but a confident expectation of good things to come, for you are faithful to fulfill your promises. We praise you for being the eternal hope of Jerusalem and for being our hope as well. Just as Jerusalem has found hope in you, we place our hope in you, knowing that you will bring about the good that you have promised. May your hope fill our hearts and guide us through every trial, knowing that our future is secure in your hands. O infinite mercy, your mercy toward Jerusalem has been evident throughout the ages. When the city was unfaithful, you did not cast it away but extended your mercy, giving it a chance to return to you. You have always been a God who shows compassion, even when your people have strayed, and you have never turned away from those who have called out for your mercy. Jerusalem stands as a testament to your ability to show mercy, and your compassion has been the lifeblood of the city, sustaining it when all seemed lost. We thank you for your infinite mercy, O God, for your mercy endures forever, and your love never fails. We know that, just as you have shown mercy to Jerusalem, you will continue to show mercy to us, no matter where we are or what we have done. We ask for your mercy in our lives, knowing that it is through your grace that we are redeemed and restored. May your mercy flow over us like a river, washing away our sins and bringing us into the fullness of your love. May we be vessels of your mercy, showing compassion to others as you have shown compassion to us. O everlasting covenant keeper, you have made an everlasting covenant with Jerusalem, a promise that can never be broken. Your covenant is a bond that transcends time, a pledge of faithfulness and protection that is not contingent on the actions of your people but on your unchanging character. Jerusalem is the sign of your covenant, a city that stands as a symbol of your faithfulness to your promises. When others failed, you remained true to your word, ensuring that the city would be a place of your presence and a center of worship. We thank you for being the keeper of the covenant, O God, and for the promises you have made to your people. We know that, just as you have kept your covenant with Jerusalem, you will keep your promises to us. Your faithfulness is unshakable, and we trust that you will never leave us nor forsake us. May we live in the assurance of your covenant, knowing that you are a God who keeps his promises and who will always be faithful to us. O holy dwelling place, your care for Jerusalem is seen in the way you have made it your dwelling place. The city has always been the center of your presence, the place where your glory reside. From the time of Solomon's temple to the present day, Jerusalem has been a place where heaven and earth meet, where the people of God can experience your presence in a tangible way. Your dwelling place in Jerusalem is a reminder that you desire to be with your people, to dwell among them and to share in their lives. We praise you for being the holy dwelling place of Jerusalem, for filling the city with your glory and presence. We know that, just as you dwelled with the people of Jerusalem, you desire to dwell with us. May our hearts be open to your presence, and may we make room for you in our lives, allowing you to take up residence within us. May we be a people who long for your presence and who seek to live in a way that honors you, the one who dwells with us. O sovereign protector, you have protected Jerusalem from countless threats, keeping it safe from its enemies and ensuring that it remains a city set apart for your purposes. Throughout history, you have fought on behalf of Jerusalem, ensuring that it would stand firm and fulfill the role you have set for it. No matter how great the enemy, you have been greater, and no matter how intense the opposition, you have been stronger. Jerusalem is a city that has been protected by your hand, and it is only through your protection that it continues to stand. We thank you for being the sovereign protector of Jerusalem and for the ways you have kept it safe from harm. We know that, just as you have protected Jerusalem, you will protect us from all dangers, both seen and unseen. May we trust in your protection and find comfort in the knowledge that you are our refuge and fortress. May we walk in the assurance that you are the one who watches over us, keeping us safe from every harm. O Almighty Redeemer, you have redeemed Jerusalem through your mighty acts of salvation. You have never abandoned the city, even in its darkest moments, and you have always made a way for it to return to you. Jerusalem is a city of redemption, a place where your saving grace has been made known to the world. Through your acts of mercy, you have restored the city to its rightful place, and through your love, you have given it a future filled with hope. We thank you for being the Redeemer of Jerusalem, for making a way for the city to experience the fullness of your grace and mercy. We know that, just as you have redeemed Jerusalem, you can redeem our lives as well. We place our brokenness in your hands, trusting that you can restore us to wholeness. May we live in the freedom that comes from your redemption, and may we be instruments of your grace in the world, sharing the hope of redemption with those around us. O Holy Restorer, your care for Jerusalem is evident in your work of restoration. When the city was broken, you rebuilt it. When the walls were torn down, you restored them. When the people were scattered, you brought them back together. Jerusalem is a testimony to your ability to restore what has been lost and to make all things new. Your restoration is not just physical but spiritual, as you have brought renewal to the hearts of the people, calling them back to a place of worship and devotion. We praise you for being the holy restorer of Jerusalem, for the ways you have brought healing and renewal to the city. We know that, just as you have restored Jerusalem, you can restore every area of our lives. May we trust in your ability to bring new life where there has been death, and to restore us to the fullness of your purpose. May we be open to your restoring work in our lives, knowing that you are a God who can make all things new, O Sovereign King, Creator of heaven and earth. With awe and reverence, we lift our voices in praise to you, the one who spoke the world into existence. The earth trembles in wonder at your mighty power, and the heavens declare the glory of your name. We stand in awe before you, our shepherd, the one who nurtures every part of this creation with care and purpose. From the smallest blade of grass to the farthest star in the sky, all that exists has been made by your hand, and we praise you for the beauty of your creation. How can we comprehend the vastness of your wisdom, O ruler of the cosmos? You, who stretched out the heavens like a canopy, who set the stars in place, and who formed the mountains with your hands, we marvel at your greatness. The creation itself testifies to your glory, revealing the depth of your love for all that you have made. Every leaf that unfurls in the spring, every river that flows with life, every creature that roams the earth is a testament to your greatness. How majestic is your name in all the earth, O Mighty One! You have made the sun to rise in the morning, to shine its light upon us, and to set in the evening with a display of colors that no artist could ever capture. Your creativity is boundless, and we stand in awe of the intricate beauty you have woven into every detail of creation. You, the King of Glory, are worthy of all praise and adoration, and we honor you with our hearts, minds, and voices. O Creator and Sustainer, you are the one who breathed life into the dust of the earth and formed man in your image. You have given us dominion over the earth, yet you have also entrusted us with the responsibility to care for it as stewards of your creation. We are in awe of your wisdom in creating a world so perfectly designed, where each element works together in harmony. The trees that grow tall and strong, the rivers that nourish the land, the animals that populate the earth, all are part of your masterful plan. Your handiwork is evident in every part of this world, and we are humbled by the privilege of being part of it. You are the shepherd who guides all creation, from the creatures of the sea to the birds of the air, and you have provided for each one according to its need. We praise you for the balance you have established in the natural world, where the earth flourishes and the skies are filled with life. When we observe the seasons changing, the flowers blooming, and the harvest being gathered, we are reminded of your faithfulness. Your creation reveals your faithfulness, O God, and we honor you for the sustaining power you bring to all things. You have woven your love into the very fabric of creation, and every breath of wind, every drop of rain, every star in the night sky speaks of your endless love for the world you have made. We are grateful for the beauty that surrounds us, and we lift our hearts in worship to you, the Creator of all that is good and pure. O Divine Architect, you have intricately designed the world with purpose and intention, and we stand amazed at the masterpiece you have created. The mountains rise majestically, proclaiming your strength. The oceans roar, declaring your power. The trees stretch toward the sky, singing of your provision. Every part of creation, from the smallest ant to the grandest eagle, bears witness to your incredible design. How often we overlook the wonder of the world around us, yet you, O Creator, have placed within every corner of the earth the fingerprint of your glory. The earth is filled with your presence, and we are privileged to walk upon it. Every sunset, every sunrise, every blade of grass is a reminder that you are a God who delights in beauty and creation. We are reminded, O Sovereign King, that you spoke and the world came to be. With a single word, you formed the sky, the seas, and the land, and you placed us within this world to experience your grace. From the beginning, you declared that your creation was good, and we praise you for this goodness that surrounds us. Even when we face trials, we can find comfort in the beauty of creation, knowing that you are the Creator who holds all things in your hands. You are the one who holds the oceans in place, who directs the path of the stars, and who causes the plants to grow. You are a God of order and peace, and we marvel at your wisdom. We praise you, O Creator, for all that you have made, and we recognize that all creation is a reflection of your perfect nature. O Eternal Sovereign, we declare that all creation belongs to you. The heavens above, the earth below, the seas that surround us, and all that dwell within them are yours. You have made everything with purpose, and nothing is outside of your control. When we look at the vast expanse of the sky, we are reminded of your limitless power. When we behold the beauty of the earth, we are reminded of your infinite creativity. And when we hear the song of the birds, we are reminded of your provision. All creation speaks of your glory, and we are humbled by the privilege of being part of it. As we observe the natural world, we see your hand in every detail. You are the one who causes the sun to rise and set, the one who makes the seasons change, and the one who gives life to every living creature. Your creation is a reflection of your goodness, and we praise you for it. We acknowledge that we are stewards of this earth, entrusted with the responsibility to care for it and to honor you through our actions. May we never forget the wonder of the world you have created, and may we always seek to protect and preserve it as a reflection of your love. O magnificent Creator, we praise you for your infinite wisdom and creativity in fashioning the heavens and the earth. The universe, with its billions of stars and galaxies, is a testament to your power. The earth, with its mountains, valleys, and oceans, reveals your greatness. The intricacy of the human body, the complexity of the ecosystem, and the interdependence of all living things speak to the depth of your design. We stand in awe before you, acknowledging that all creation is a direct result of your will and your love. Every leaf that turns in the wind, every wave that crashes upon the shore, every bird that takes flight in the sky is a declaration of your glory. You are the Creator who delights in beauty, in order, in harmony, and in life, and we praise you for this beautiful world you have given us. We are reminded of your creative brilliance in every moment of nature's display. Each sunset is a masterpiece, each sunrise a new beginning, and each day a gift from your hand. May we never take for granted the beauty of the world around us, but may we see your hand at work in all things, O Creator of life. As we look upon the earth, we are reminded of your unfathomable wisdom in bringing life to all things. You, O Divine Architect, have created a world filled with the breath of life, where every creature, Almighty Creator, the source of all life, we stand before you with hearts full of praise, for we recognize that every breath we take is a gift from you. From the rising of the sun to its setting, from the depths of the oceans to the highest mountains, all creation declares your glory. Every living thing, from the smallest insect to the most majestic beast, from the gentle breeze to the roaring winds, is a testament to your creative genius. We are but mere creatures in awe of the Creator who made us, and today we lift our voices in gratitude, acknowledging that every breath within us is an invitation to worship. O King of all kings, you are the giver of life, the one who breathed life into the first human being and continues to breathe life into every living soul today. How incredible it is to know that you are intimately involved in every heartbeat, in every breath that sustains us, and in every moment we experience. You, who set the stars in their places, who commanded the seas and the skies, also fill our lungs with the very breath of life. For this we praise you. How can we remain silent when the very air around us whispers of your presence, when the sound of the wind in the trees sings of your majesty? Let everything that has breath praise the Lord, for you have breathed life into us, and it is only by your power that we are sustained. We acknowledge that praise is not just a choice, but but a response to the overwhelming reality of your goodness and greatness. We praise you for being the source of all joy, the sustainer of all life. We praise you for being the shepherd who leads us to green pastures and still waters, who restores our souls and fills our hearts with peace. You, who brought the heavens and earth into existence with a word, are the same God who tenderly cares for each of us. Your care is unceasing, your love unwavering. As we breathe in your creation, we are reminded that every living thing, every creature, every person, every breath is a part of your divine plan. From the birds in the sky to the flowers in the field, you have made all things for your glory. You have crafted each part of creation with purpose, with intention, and with beauty. The sky declares your splendor, the earth displays your majesty, and the sea reflects your power. In every living thing, we see your handiwork, and in every breath we take, we hear your call to praise. O everlasting God, you who are eternal and unchanging, you are the one who gave breath to all living creatures. It is you who fills the lungs of every person with air and fills our hearts with the ability to praise. We acknowledge that you are the one who gives life to everything and that it is only by your will that we continue to breathe. Without you, we are nothing. We are dust, formed by your hands, brought to life by your breath. And yet, you have made us in your image and called us to walk in your light, to reflect your glory, to live lives of praise and worship. We ask for your help to never forget this calling, to praise you not just with our words, but with our entire being. Let everything that has breath praise you, O King of glory. We praise you for the joy that fills our hearts with every breath, for the peace that passes understanding, and for the strength you provide in times of weakness. When our hearts are heavy, it is your breath within us that brings comfort. When we are weary, it is your breath that renews us. When we are lost, it is your breath that guides us back to you. Your breath sustains us in every season of life. You are the one who gives us breath, and it is only right that we use that breath to glorify your name. We ask that you fill our hearts with praise, that every word we speak, every thought we have, and every action we take be a reflection of our love for you. We thank you for the gift of breath, for it is in the very act of breathing that we are reminded of your presence and your grace. May our lives be a constant song of worship to you, a testament to your greatness and your goodness. O Shepherd of our souls, guide us to the quiet streams where we can rest in your presence, breathe deeply of your peace, and find our strength in you. Let every breath we take be an offering of praise, an acknowledgement that you are the giver of life, the sustainer of our souls, and the one who is worthy of all honor and glory. Let every breath in our bodies be a resounding amen to your will, a declaration of your goodness, and a commitment to live for you. We praise you for the ways you have already worked in our lives, for the breath of life you continue to provide, and for the future you are preparing for us. Let everything that has breath praise you, O God, for you are the Creator, the Sustainer, the Redeemer, and the King of all the earth. May our hearts, our words, and our lives reflect the praise that is due your name, for you are worthy of all adoration. Thank you, O King, for the breath of life and for the privilege of worshiping you. Let every creature, every soul, every breath give you glory, now and forevermore. O Sovereign King, we marvel at the incredible privilege we have to breathe, to live, and to experience the wonder of your creation. Each breath we take is a reminder of your faithfulness, your provision, and your love. In every moment, as we inhale and exhale, we are drawn closer to the essence of your being. You have given us the air that sustains our bodies, and in the same way, your Spirit breathes life into our souls. We praise you, O Creator, for the life you have breathed into every living thing. Every animal, every plant, every person, none exists apart from your sustaining power. How wondrous it is to know that with each breath we take, we are participating in the life you have so graciously given. Your breath fills the world with vitality and purpose, and it is by your breath that we find meaning and direction. As we live, as we move, as we love, we acknowledge that it is your breath that empowers us, that equips us, and that enables us to fulfill the calling you have placed on our lives. Almighty Shepherd, you have watched over us since the beginning of time, leading us like a tender shepherd guides his sheep. You have never forsaken us, never abandoned us, and even in the hardest of times, your breath has been the comfort that has sustained us. You have breathed peace into our hearts when we were troubled, hope into our spirits when we were discouraged, and strength into our bodies when we were weary. We praise you for being our ever-present help, for being the one who gives us the breath of life even in the darkest valleys. Your presence in our lives is more than enough, and your breath brings with it the power to overcome anything that comes our way. We lift up our hearts in gratitude for your constant provision and care, and we recognize that it is only through you that we can face each new day with courage and confidence. O God of all comfort, you know our hearts, and you know the burdens we carry. Yet, even in our weakness, we have this incredible truth, that your breath is within us. We do not walk alone. Your Spirit empowers us to rise above challenges and to praise you even in the midst of trials. Let everything that has breath praise you, for it is in our praising that we find strength, that we find peace, and that we find the joy of your presence. You are the God who has given us breath, and you are the God who sustains us with that breath. May every moment of our lives be a reflection of the praise that is due your name. Whether in times of triumph or times of struggle, let our hearts continually of trial and triumph, and your faithfulness to the city remains ever true. Almighty King, you have raised up prophets to speak your words over this city, and you have sent forth your servants to declare your promises. You have answered every cry for mercy, and your presence has never departed from Jerusalem. From the days of David, your covenant with Jerusalem has stood strong, and though the city has faced many challenges, your care has always been more than sufficient to meet its needs. You have chosen Jerusalem to be the seat of your glory, the place where your name is honored, and the place where your people gather in worship. O King of Kings, we praise you for the care you have shown for Jerusalem, for the way you have kept it in your embrace, and for the many ways you have revealed your greatness through this city. O glorious Shepherd, Jerusalem has been a place of refuge, a city where your people find safety and solace. Your care for Jerusalem is a reflection of your heart for all of your creation, and we see in this holy city a glimpse of your eternal kingdom. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of us, your children, with the same tenderness and love. Jerusalem stands as a living testimony of your care for the nations, a city that reflects your beauty, your justice, and your peace. We praise you for the way you have kept the city steadfast, even when the forces of evil sought to tear it apart. Your care for Jerusalem is not just physical, it is spiritual. You have poured out your wisdom upon its leaders, your guidance upon its people, and your presence within its walls. You have made this city a dwelling place for your Spirit, and through your care, Jerusalem remains a beacon of light in a world full of darkness. You are the shepherd who leads your people to still waters, and your care for Jerusalem is a testament to your desire to guide all of your people to peace and wholeness. O everlasting King, we marvel at your care for Jerusalem, which is a city of profound significance in your redemptive plan for the world. You have promised to restore it, to bring peace to its streets, and to establish justice and righteousness within its walls. Your care for Jerusalem is not only evident in its past but also in its future, for you have declared that this city will stand as a symbol of your reign on the earth. You will bring your people back to this holy city, and in the fullness of time, Jerusalem will become a city of glory, a place where your kingdom will be established forever. We praise you for your promises to Jerusalem, for the hope you have placed within it, and for the joy that will come when your will is fully realized in this city. O King of Glory, we look forward to the day when your presence will fill Jerusalem in a way that is beyond our comprehension, when all nations will come to this city to worship and to honor your name. Almighty Protector, we thank you for your ongoing care for Jerusalem. It is because of your love and care that this city stands as a testimony of your faithfulness. You have watched over it through the centuries, and your hand of protection continues to be upon it. We praise you for the peace that Jerusalem experiences, a peace that is not just the absence of conflict, but a deep, abiding peace that comes from you alone. Your care for Jerusalem brings hope to its inhabitants, peace to its streets, and a light that shines to the ends of the earth. You have promised that Jerusalem will be a city of righteousness, a place where justice reigns and where your glory is revealed. We thank you for the many ways you continue to show your care for this city, and we look forward with eager anticipation to the day when your kingdom will come in its fullness. O Eternal Shepherd, we know that your care for Jerusalem is not confined to the city itself, but extends to all who call it home, and to all who seek refuge there. You have established Jerusalem as a city of refuge, a place where your people can find solace and comfort. Your care reaches beyond the physical city and into the hearts of those who dwell within it. Just as you have cared for Jerusalem, you care for each of your people, inviting them to come and find rest in your presence. We praise you for the grace you extend to all who seek your help, and for the mercy you show to those who turn to you in times of need. Jerusalem stands as a testimony of your care for your people, and in that care, we are reminded of the boundless love you have for each of us. We praise you, O King, for your care that has endured from generation to generation, and for the promises you have made to Jerusalem and its people. Your love for this city is a reflection of your heart for all nations, and through your care for Jerusalem, we see your heart for the world. May we, too, learn to care as you care, to love as you love, and to serve as you serve. Let Jerusalem be a reminder to us of your faithfulness, your sovereignty, and your eternal care, and may our hearts be ever drawn to you, the shepherd of our souls, who watches over us with tender love. O Almighty King, in your sovereign wisdom, you have chosen Jerusalem as a place where your glory would be revealed to the world. You have made this city a reflection of your divine care, and through it, you teach us the deep value of protecting, nurturing, and loving what you have established. Jerusalem stands as a monument to your providence, a living testimony to your relentless pursuit of peace and justice. You have chosen it to be a city where the nations would gather, a city that will forever bear your name. This city that you have called holy is marked by your presence, and it is through your mighty hand that it endures through all trials and tribulations. How blessed are we, O sovereign God, to witness such a tangible manifestation of your faithfulness, a city where heaven touches earth, where your eternal promise is etched in its streets. The care you have shown Jerusalem is unmatched, for you have preserved it through millennia, maintaining its sanctity and purity in ways that only you, the Creator of all things, could orchestrate. As the protector of Jerusalem, you have not allowed it to fall into the hands of those who would seek to destroy its heritage or erase its sacred history. Your care for this city is evident in every restoration, every rebuilding, and every preservation of its landmarks. From the towering walls of the ancient city to the sacred sites that draw the faithful from across the world, your hand has been with Jerusalem through every storm. When invaders sought to claim it, you raised up defenders. When enemies surrounded it, you stood as its mighty fortress. The history of Jerusalem is a chronicle of your undying vigilance, and each victory speaks to your commitment to protect what is precious to you. No force, no power, no enemy can come against Jerusalem without facing your divine intervention. You are the one who guards its gates, who stands at the watchtower, who protects its inhabitants, and who ensures that the city will never be abandoned. Your care for Jerusalem is a constant reminder to all who seek your shelter that you are the keeper of all, the one who watches over your people with unceasing love. O sovereign shepherd, the city of Jerusalem flourishes because of your steadfast love. It is in you that it finds its identity, its purpose, and its strength. You are the one who provides for its needs, who brings peace to its land, and who fills it with the joy of your presence. Each time the people gather to plant, and every tree flourishes under your care. You spoke life into existence, and from the first breath of creation, all things have been sustained by your powerful word. The trees that stand tall in the forest, the animals that roam freely, the rivers that flow with crystal waters, all these testify to your boundless creativity and sustaining power. We see you in every leaf that rustles in the wind, every flower that blooms with vibrant colors, every bird that soars across the sky. You are the giver of life, and in you, all things live and move and have their being. We praise you for the intricate and interconnected web of life that you have designed, where each part of creation serves a purpose, and every living thing depends upon your provision. The earth is alive with your presence, O Shepherd, and we are in awe of your infinite care. You have provided for the needs of every living creature, and your mercy endures as you nourish and sustain us all. In every moment, your life-giving breath sustains the world, and we give you thanks for this incredible gift. O mighty Sustainer, your care for all creation is seen in the way you uphold the balance of the earth. From the smallest creature to the grandest mountain, all things exist in harmony under your watchful eye. You have set boundaries for the oceans, planted trees that bear fruit in due season, and caused the earth to yield its bounty year after year. The delicate balance of nature reflects your perfect wisdom. The cycles of life, from birth to growth to renewal, are a testimony to your faithfulness as the sustainer of all things. We give you praise, O Creator, for your ongoing care over the earth, for every season, for every rainstorm, for every harvest. You are the one who causes the soil to produce, who sends the rains and the sun, and who ensures that the earth remains fruitful and productive. We acknowledge that the world does not function on its own, but is continually upheld by your mighty hand. You, O King of Glory, are the source of all life, and we are dependent upon your provision for every breath we take and every step we make. May we recognize your sustaining presence in our lives, and may we live in gratitude for the abundant life you provide. O King Eternal, we lift our voices to praise you for the beauty and majesty of your creation. From the vastness of the universe to the intimate detail of the smallest flower, all creation speaks of your glory. When we look at the stars, we are reminded of your greatness, and when we observe the intricate design of the world around us, we see the handiwork of a creator who delights in detail. Each part of creation reflects your brilliance, from the colors of the rainbow to the patterns in the sand. Your creative power is evident in every corner of the earth, and we stand in awe of the world you have made. We praise you for the beauty that surrounds us, for the landscapes that take our breath away, for the sounds of nature that fill the air with songs of praise. You are the creator of all things, and all creation exists to reflect your glory. The earth is filled with your wonder, O God, and we are humbled by the privilege of being part of it. May we always remember that every part of creation, from the towering mountains to the tiny insects, was designed by your hand and serves to honor you. O sovereign ruler, we acknowledge that all creation exists to bring glory to your name. The trees that sway in the breeze, the oceans that crash against the shore, the animals that roam the earth, all these serve to honor you and declare your greatness. You have made the earth to be a place where your presence is evident, where your wisdom is displayed in every element of nature. You have made the heavens to declare your glory and the firmament to show forth your handiwork. All creation praises you, O King, and we join with the earth in declaring your greatness. The Psalms tell us that the trees of the forest sing for joy, the mountains skip like rams, and the hills clap their hands. What a beautiful picture of the unity of creation, as all things join together in worship of the Creator. We praise you, O Almighty God, for the harmony of creation, for the way that the world works together in perfect order under your guidance. You are the one who established the foundations of the earth, and it is by your will that all things exist and hold together. We offer our praise with the rest of creation, acknowledging your greatness and exalting your name. O everlasting provider, you have supplied every need of creation, from the smallest seed to the tallest tree, from the creatures of the earth to the birds of the air. The world is filled with your abundant provision, and you have made sure that all things have what they need to thrive. You provide food for the animals, shelter for the creatures, and beauty for our souls. Your provision is beyond measure, and we are humbled by the care you have given to every part of creation. We praise you, O Provider, for the way you have set up the earth to provide abundantly for all that live. The earth yields its fruits, the sun shines with warmth, and the rain falls in season. All are signs of your provision. We know that, just as you care for the sparrow, you care for us. You are the one who meets our every need, who sustains us day by day, and who provides for us in ways we cannot even comprehend. May we never take for granted the abundant blessings you have given us, and may we always be mindful of your provision, knowing that everything we have is a gift from your hand. O infinite Creator, we are humbled by the intricate beauty and divine order you have woven into every aspect of creation. The earth is your masterpiece, a reflection of your majesty and wisdom. From the smallest seed planted in the ground to the towering mountains that stretch toward the heavens, everything is crafted with care and purpose. Your creative power is boundless, and each detail of the world reflects your glory. We see your hand in every corner of creation, within the delicate petals of a flower, the rippling waves of the sea, and the majestic flight of birds in the sky. You, O Mighty One, have filled the earth with wonders beyond measure, and we stand in awe of your greatness. Your ability to bring life from dust, to form the land and sea, and to breathe life into all living things is beyond human understanding. And yet, you continue to pour out your love and care for every single detail of this world. We lift our hearts in praise, for you are worthy of all adoration and glory. May we never forget the beauty of your creation and the wisdom you have displayed in every detail. O King of Glory, as we look at the world around us, we see that your greatness is beyond comprehension. Your creation is vast, and yet it is perfectly ordered, each element working together in perfect harmony under your sovereign rule. The oceans, vast and deep, sing praises to you. The winds, powerful and strong, move at your command. The stars, countless and bright, light up the night sky with glory, and the earth below is filled with life and beauty. Your hand has shaped it all, and we are in awe of your power. We praise you for the order you have established in creation, for the way that the world functions in perfect balance. The cycles of nature, the seasons that change with grace, the sunrise and sunset that mark the passing of time, all of this is a testament to your perfect wisdom and careful planning. Your creation is reflection of your unchanging nature, and we praise you for your consistency and faithfulness. Just divine order, and we trust in your wisdom as we navigate the world you have made. O Shepherd of all, you are the one who watches over all creation, guiding and protecting every living thing. The world is filled with your care, and every living creature is under your watchful eye. You have provided for the needs of every animal, every tree, every plant, and every person. The earth flourishes because of your love, and every breath we take is a gift from you. We praise you for your sustaining power, for the way you provide for the needs of all creation. You are the one who causes the grass to grow, the flowers to bloom, and the trees to bear fruit. You are the one who sends the rain in its season, who makes the sun rise and set, and who ensures that the earth remains fruitful and alive. The earth itself is a reflection of your care, and we are deeply grateful for the provision you make for all that you have made. We thank you for your love that never fails, your mercy that endures, and your faithfulness that sustains us. May we always recognize that you are the shepherd who leads us beside still waters, who restores our souls, and who cares for us just as you care for every part of creation. O Eternal King, you are the creator of the heavens and the earth, and all that is in them is under your dominion. The stars, the mountains, the oceans, and the creatures of the earth, all are yours, and you reign over them with majesty and power. You are the one who set the heavens in place, who caused the earth to spin on its axis, and who made the sun to shine upon the earth. Your power is unmatched, and the universe itself cannot contain your glory. Yet, you are mindful of us. You care for every detail of creation, and your love extends to all that you have made. We praise you, O Sovereign King, for your dominion over all things. There is no one like you in all the earth, and your greatness is unsearchable. You are the King who rules over the heavens, and your sovereignty extends to the farthest reaches of the universe. We are in awe of your greatness, and we offer our praise to you, for you alone are worthy of all honor and glory. May we always remember that you are the creator of all things, and that everything in this world exists to bring glory to your name. O ruler of the universe, we acknowledge that the beauty of creation is a reflection of your glory and a testimony to your greatness. The earth is filled with your presence, and every corner of the world bears witness to your mighty works. The mountains proclaim your majesty, the oceans declare your power, and the heavens sing your praises. We praise you for the earth that you have made, and for the beauty that surrounds us every day. Every sunrise is a reminder of your faithfulness, every sunset a sign of your constancy, and every moment in between an opportunity to worship you for the incredible creation you have made. We lift our voices in praise, acknowledging that you are the creator of all that is good, and that everything in this world reflects your perfect nature. We thank you for the beauty that surrounds us, for the wonders of the natural world, and for the joy that comes from experiencing your creation. May we always recognize your hand in all things, and may we continually offer our praise for the magnificent work you have done in creating this world. O Creator and Sustainer, we are amazed at your creativity and your attention to detail in every part of creation. You have fashioned the world with such care, from the smallest atom to the vast galaxies in the universe. Every part of creation is a testament to your brilliance and your love. We praise you for the intricate systems you have established in the world, from the way that ecosystems function together to the complex biological processes that sustain life. You are the one who created life, and you have designed the world in such a way that all things work together in perfect harmony. We thank you for your wisdom in creating a world that is so perfectly balanced, where everything has its place, and where all things serve a purpose. The beauty of creation speaks of your greatness, and we are humbled by the privilege of being part of it. May we always remember that the world is a reflection of your wisdom, and that all things exist to bring glory to your name. Praise fills the air as we come before you, the King of glory, with hearts brimming with joy and souls dancing in reverence. We lift our voices and our hands, rejoicing in the goodness of your presence. You, who are enthroned on high, have called us to enter your courts with praise, to come before you with joyful singing. There is no better way to express our love for you than through the music of our hearts and the rhythm of our feet. As the psalmist declares, "Let everything that has breath praise the Lord." We join with creation in a symphony of worship, for you are worthy of all adoration. The very earth beneath our feet rejoices with us, for it is a reflection of your glory. We dance with freedom, not just because of the blessings you have given, but because of who you are. Your greatness calls forth the deepest expressions of joy within us. When we think of your goodness, we can't help but dance. When we think of your mercy, we can't help but praise. Your love compels us to move in adoration, to celebrate the life you have given us. You are the one who has made us for this purpose, to delight in you, to honor you, to express our joy in your presence. We thank you, O Creator, for the ability to dance, to move, to celebrate your goodness. Every step we take in worship is a step of gratitude for the life you have granted us. You are our source of joy, and our hearts are overflowing with praise as we join with all of creation in singing and dancing before you. O mighty King, your greatness fills the heavens, and your presence fills our hearts with gladness. There is no one like you, and our souls are filled with awe at the wonder of your being. You are the source of all joy, and it is in you that we find our true delight. When we stand in your presence, we are filled with the purest form of joy, the kind of joy that makes us want to move, to express our gratitude in ways that words cannot capture. You have redeemed us, and because of that, we cannot help but praise you with all that we are. Just as the Israelites danced with joy when the Ark of the Covenant was brought into the city of David, so we too rejoice, for your presence is among us. We are your people, and you are our God. There is no higher calling than to worship you with joy, to let our spirits dance in the freedom you have given us. When we remember the depths of your love, the grace you have shown us, and the sacrifice you made for our redemption, we cannot remain still. Our hearts leap within us, and our feet move to the rhythm of your grace. O King, we praise you for the freedom we have found in you, a freedom that is marked by joy, a joy that compels us to move in your presence. We give you thanks for the opportunity to express our love through dance, through song, through every form of worship. You have given us life, and we return that life to you in praise, for you are deserving of every song, every movement, every gesture of joy we can offer. O everlasting joy, we dance before you not just with our feet, but with our hearts. You are the joy of our lives, and as we move, we express the gratitude that cannot be contained within us. Every step is a testimony of your goodness, every turn a declaration of your faithfulness. You have brought us from the depths of despair into the heights of joy. You have turned our mourning into dancing, our sorrow into gladness, and for this we cannot help but rejoice. Just as you have done great things for your people, we too have experienced your mighty acts in our lives. You have rescued us from the pit, and you have placed our feet upon solid ground. You have given us joy that cannot be shaken, and because of this we praise you. We are not afraid to express our joy in your presence, for you have been so good to us. Every movement, every dance, every shout of praise is a reflection of the joy you have placed within our hearts. O God, our hearts are filled with gratitude for your love, and we offer our praise to you with joyful hearts, knowing that you alone are worthy of such adoration. We celebrate the victories you have won in our lives, and we dance in remembrance of all that you have done for us. We are filled with the joy of salvation, and our hearts overflow with love for you. May our joy be contagious, spreading to those around us, for when we praise you with joy, we invite others into the celebration of your greatness. O Redeemer, we lift our voices and dance with all our might, for you have redeemed us. When we were lost, you found us. When we were broken, you healed us. When we were bound, you set us free. Your salvation is our song, and we celebrate the victory you have won for us. Just as the Israelites danced before you after crossing the Red Sea, so we too dance in celebration of your deliverance. You have delivered us from the grip of sin and death, and we rejoice in the freedom you have brought us. We dance because we are free, we sing because we are redeemed, and we praise you because you have made us whole. We are your children, and we rejoice in the inheritance you have given us. The joy of our salvation fills our hearts, and we can't help but move in worship, for you have been so good to us. We will not hold back our praise, for you are worthy of every expression of joy we can offer. Our feet will dance in your presence, our hands will clap in adoration, and our voices will lift up in praise, for you are the God who has brought us out of darkness into your marvelous light. We thank you, O Mighty One, for the gift of salvation and for the joy that comes from knowing you. May we never forget the greatness of your love, and may our hearts always overflow with praise as we dance before you in joy. O glorious Redeemer, we praise you with all that is within us, for you are our Savior, our Deliverer, our King. We cannot help but worship you, for you have given us a joy that surpasses all understanding. This joy is not of this world, but is the gift of your presence in our lives. You are the one who has given us the ability to rejoice, the one who has made our hearts glad. We praise you for the joy that comes from knowing you, from walking with you, from being in your presence. Our hearts are filled with joy as we consider all the blessings you have bestowed upon us, the love you have poured out, the grace you have shown. There is no greater joy than knowing that we are loved by you, that we are your people, and that you are our God. As we dance, we celebrate this love, this grace, this salvation. We rejoice in the knowledge that you are with us, that you will never leave us or forsake us. Your love has set us free, and we dance in that freedom, knowing that we are your children. O God, we praise you for the joy that comes from living in your presence, for the joy that fills our hearts and overflows into every part of our lives. May our dance be a reflection of the joy you have given us, and may our hearts always be filled with the praise that you deserve. We dance before you, not out of obligation, but out of love and gratitude, for you alone are worthy of our highest praise. Almighty King, we stand in awe of your unparalleled power, for you are the creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who formed the mountains, the oceans, and the stars with a single word. You spoke, and the world came into being. Your voice echoes in the wind, and the power of your words commands the very forces of nature. We praise you, O Mighty One, for your infinite strength and the authority you hold over all things. You are the one who made the sun to rise and set, who set the stars in their courses, and who commands the tides to rise and fall. There is no one like you, for your power is boundless, and your sovereignty is unshakable. We are reminded daily of the magnitude of your power as we witness the beauty and wonder of creation. From the highest mountains to the deepest oceans, everything declares your glory and majesty. The heavens proclaim your greatness, the earth testifies to your power, and every living creature recognizes your rule. We praise you for being the Almighty, whose strength is unmatched, whose wisdom knows no limits, and whose presence fills all of creation. O Sovereign Lord, we are in awe of the way your power works in our lives. Your strength is not just evident in the natural world. It is present in the quiet moments, the intimate spaces of our hearts, and the circumstances of our daily lives. You hold the universe in the palm of your hand, and yet, you know each of us by name, intimately involved in the details of our lives. Your power is not distant, it is personal and transformative. We praise you, O Shepherd, for guiding us with your mighty hand, for leading us through the valleys and over the mountains, and for protecting us with your all-encompassing strength. When we face trials, it is your power that sustains us. When we feel weak, it is your strength that lifts us up. Your power is not just something we admire from afar. It is a living force that is at work within us, empowering us to do things beyond our own abilities. In our moments of weakness, we can rely on your strength, for your power is made perfect in our weakness. We praise you for being our refuge and our fortress, for in you we find shelter and strength. O everlasting God, you are the mighty warrior who fights on our behalf. Your power is evident in the victories you bring, in the battles you win, and in the deliverance you provide. When we are surrounded by enemies, you fight for us. When we are oppressed, you rise up to deliver us. We praise you for being the champion who never loses, the victor who has already won the ultimate battle. The resurrection power of Christ is the ultimate display of your might. You defeated sin and death, breaking the chains that once held us captive. In your power, we find freedom, victory, and hope. We praise you for the cross, for it was through the power of the cross that we were reconciled to you, that our sins were forgiven, and that death was swallowed up in victory. O Conqueror, we celebrate the triumphs you have won on our behalf, knowing that no power in heaven or on earth can stand against you. You are the God who is both mighty and merciful, fierce in your justice and gentle in your compassion. Your power is the force that holds the universe together, and it is the force that transforms our hearts. O Creator of the universe, your power is not just seen in the mighty acts you perform but also in the way you sustain all things. You hold the very fabric of existence together. Without your power, the world would cease to be. You are the source of life itself, and in you, all things find their purpose. We praise you for your sustaining power, for the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the strength we draw from you each day. You are the one who provides for all creature. The grandest elephant, you are the provider, and your power is evident in every provision you make for us. Even in the moments when we are unaware, your power is at work, sustaining us, providing for us, and guiding us toward the fullness of life that you have promised. We praise you for being the God who is always present, always working in ways we can't always see but know are there. Your sustaining power is the reason we wake up each day with hope, the reason we have joy even in difficult circumstances. O God of glory, we praise you for your power over all things, both seen and unseen. You are the ruler of the heavens, the Lord of the armies of heaven, and the one who commands the angels. Your power is not limited by time or space. You are the eternal God, the one who was, who is, and who is to come. Every knee will bow before you, every tongue will confess your power and glory. We praise you for being the Creator who holds all things in His hand and the Redeemer who has reconciled us to Himself. Your power is not just something we witness from afar. It is something we experience in our hearts, in our lives, and in the world around us. We stand in awe of your ability to heal, to restore, and to renew. Your power is the force that brings dead things to life, that takes what was broken and makes it whole. We praise you for your transforming power, for it is through your power that we are changed, that we are made new, and that we are able to live lives that reflect your glory. O King of glory, you are the source of all power, and it is to you that we offer our praise. You are the one who speaks and the world obeys. You are the one who calls into existence that which does not exist. Your power is infinite, and we stand in awe of your greatness. We praise you for the mighty works you have done and for the ways in which your power is made manifest in our lives. May our hearts never forget the wonder of your power, and may we continually be in awe of your greatness. We offer our praise to you, the all-powerful, the one who is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that we could ask or think. Your power is beyond measure, and for that, we give you all glory, honor, and praise. Heavenly King, we thank you for the time spent together in your presence. We praise you for the ability to gather here, to share in your word, to reflect on your greatness, and to experience the deep joy that comes from knowing you. We recognize that it is by your grace that we can reach others through these videos, and we thank you for the hearts that have been touched, for the souls that have been inspired, and for the lives that have been transformed. We know that without your guidance and strength, none of this would be possible. We thank you for the gift of communication, for the technology that allows us to share your love and truth with others, and for the opportunity to come together in unity. We thank you for each person who has watched this video, for every person who has been encouraged and uplifted, and for every heart that has been drawn closer to you. We ask that you bless them abundantly, that they may continue to walk in your light, experience your peace, and feel your presence in every area of their lives. We ask that you multiply the impact of these videos and use them to spread your message far and wide. We thank you for those who have taken the time to comment, share their thoughts, and engage with us. May their feedback be a blessing and a guide for future content. We pray that through this community, we will continue to grow in knowledge and in faith. Father, we ask that you encourage those who have not yet subscribed to do so, not for our gain, but so that they can continue to be a part of this journey, to learn, to grow, and to draw closer to you. We trust that you will use this platform to bring glory to your name and to impact lives for your kingdom. We pray that you will continue to inspire us with new ideas, fresh perspectives, and the wisdom to create content that truly serves you and those who watch. Thank you for your constant provision and for every opportunity you give us to reach out to others. We praise you for the privilege of being vessels of your love and truth. May your Spirit continue to guide and lead us in everything we do. We offer all of this in your mighty name. Amen.